Audio check. Check audio.
Audio.
Checkelson, Mike Checkelson. Where the
Audio.
fuck did my bottle opener go?
Audio. Use your teeth like a real man.
Oh shit!
All right.
Your front ones.
Not the back ones.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of hurt just saying it.
Use your eye socket like some people do.
That's fucking absurd.
All right.
All right.
Welcome to the Blue Reese Podcast, episode number 343. I'm Adrian. Our fanfare finally.
Woo!
We talk about video games and everything else on this podcast every Tuesday at
Hell
youtube.com/applerupees. And yeah, also our weeks.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We'll leave David off for last. I imagine he has the stories for this week, but
Oh, I got some fucking stories, my friend.
by the way, apparently the girlfriend really likes that comedian that you guys went to, and she was like, "Oh yeah, this is
Lucy Darling.
Yeah, she's like, "This is the person I was telling you I wanted to go see." I was like, "Oh, I didn't retain that then. My bad."
Whoops.
So
Yeah, and now you can tell her that we were the star of one of her shows
I showed her
for
the
like an
video.
hour, for like a half hour. Hell yeah.
The video. Kel, what'd you do this week?
Not a whole lot. What about you?
Yeah.
Hell
I've been
keeps it simple.
Yeah, I've been just couch potatoing. I can't figure out what I fucking want to play. I'm just bouncing between games. I get about like an hour in. I'm like, no, it's not the mood.
I'm telling you, dude, I've just been diving into Kingdom Hearts. Spoiler alert, that's what I've been playing.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
We'll talk about it later. But David, go ahead and regale us.
Hell yeah. So wife and I went on what we realized was our first getaway vacation, just the two of us since we've been together in over 6 years. Yeah, basically. So we went down to Nashville for 5 days.
And no tan whatsoever.
No tan whatsoever. And I was out walking around like the whole time. Like we were not.
Was it hot?
It was about the same temp as here, just muggier.
Yep, sounds about right.
Definitely fucking chewed the air there, which was
cool
disgusting.
ass town though. I think it's pretty fun. I don't know if I'd want to live there, but it's a cool ass town to visit.
I like that everything's walkable. That's the one thing about like cities and shit that makes me go, okay, I kind of get it. Is you can just fucking walk to everything.
Mm-hmm. That's why they're all fit.
Also, the food variety, insane. There's so much decision paralysis happened. We tried a lot of different places. There was only 2 restaurants that we went to twice. One being Martin's Barbecue. That place is absolutely phenomenal. Jesus. And having that right outside the hotel it made it fucking difficult to not just go there constantly.
Because I'm assuming they have multiple locations then, because I was on a location that's like off the main street. I'm not sure if that's
right. Gotcha.
Yeah, so David sent us a message like, "Damn, this is a really good barbecue here." And I looked, and he said it's from Martin's. I'm like, "Oh, I have a shirt from them too because it was so good." It's like,
hell
yeah, that was some good ass barbecue. That was the one place I was telling them that I broke my rule of only one place per location and no chains.
Yep.
But I did break it for that. I went back the next morning and got something to go because I was like, yeah, no, I need more of this.
I have a similar rule, and that was one of the places I broke that rule for as well because goddamn, the barbecue fucking slapped.
It was so good.
Absolute best fucking barbecue I've had in a long ass time.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a place called Champy's that we went to twice. That one was mostly for the beer. They had a great local microbrew selection.
Hell yeah.
Worst fucking jambalaya I've ever had in my goddamn life. I'll fucking tell you that much.
I think I was playing Rivals with Kels when you sent that out, and I just audibly just said, "What? Who the fuck has jambalaya in Nashville?"
Well, not only that, but I feel like it's just a thing. Most breweries are gonna have kind of shitty food, but if they have good beer.
Well, they're famous for their chicken, which is part of the reason I went back there a second time as well. Is I want to try their chicken. Chicken genuinely
they're
fucking
famous for their
slaps.
chicken, so you got jambalaya.
And you got jambalaya.
Well, okay, here's the thing. There's 2 things that I find fucking wild with fucking Tennessee cuisine. One, there is not a vegetable to be fucking found most of the time. Yeah. And so I wanted the jambalaya.
You can get collard greens.
That's true.
You can get collard greens. One, I'll admit, I'm not a collard greens person. I'm not a big fan of it. But so many places we went to did not have anything that was a fucking vegetable or fruit to be found. So anytime we went somewhere that had a vegetable or fruit, I had to get that as one of my options because I wasn't just eating fucking meat the entire goddamn 5 days I was there.
Pussy.
And
and
two,
you want to go to Oktoberfest?
yeah,
Nothing but sausage and beer, buddy.
Yeah.
yeah,
fucking-
but that's there specifically for that purpose. That's different.
Okay, that's fair.
And two, I don't know why Tennessee thinks that a slice of white bread is a fucking side, but never in my goddamn life have so many of my meals just come with a random piece of fucking white bread. And I just look at it in sadness. I don't understand why that's a thing.
Just soak the grease on the bottom.
Yeah, the grease.
That's
and some-
disgusting.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, it's
White
not-
people are
it's not-
fucking gross.
I mean, it's not like the thing I'm like excited for, but I mean, like it does
No.
does the job actually. Like it does soak up all the grease and all the oils.
Disgusting.
We should at some point in the next like 4 maybe 5 years we should plan an Oktoberfest trip. That would be
That'd be fucking baller.
That'd be lit.
yeah. No, I'd be so down for that. I'm trying to get my my passport here, so hey, maybe that should be a thing we just do one day. That'll be on the calendar. Sometime.
Blue rupees over the seas. Let's go.
It'd be really funny if that's how we first met. Like all three of us actually met, like not even in America. We met at Oktoberfest. That'd be sick.
Fuck it. We're going to Magfest, Germany, and hitting up Oktoberfest at the same
Which
time. Let's
speaking
go.
of sausage, but mostly beer, you couldn't handle the bar crawl.
Dude, that was I fucking what the wife and I went onto the strip, and I'm sitting there going through and counting the fucking amount of bars on that goddamn fucking strip.
It's kind of fun too. I know it's super out of your realm, but it definitely is more in mine because it's how my parents listen to music. But a lot of country music when I was growing up, and so like it was grab a beer, drink it, and you're listening to some random band cover some famous country song. Next bar over, another band covering another famous country song. You know, it's like it's all it was. Just different country song.
Holy
different
fuck.
band. Yeah.
I thought that was a joke, genuinely, but truly, almost everywhere we fucking went, from the goddamn hotel lobby to the airport when you first come into Nashville to every single fucking restaurant had some kind of country going on at all
Yeah.
fucking times.
You thought that was a joke?
I did. Because I'm like, there's no way you make one thing your entire city's personality trait. Apparently they
You've been
do.
to Vegas, dude. You know this is a thing that sees too.
Yeah, what do you mean? Boston, they're all angry there. That's their personality.
That's true. And
Hey.
apparently don't have enough beer for the Scots. Shout out to them.
Yeah, no, that's Nashville, baby. It's chicken, it's country, it's beer, and you know what? I fuck with that. Like I understand completely why that's the thing.
True.
Yeah, but also checked out the zoo. Saw almost no fucking animals. It was a great time.
What a
Walked
bummer.
around that zoo for like an hour and a half, and I got to see a couple of the big cats. I got to see
I-
an alligator.
I've never like that's interesting. You went to the zoo.
I fucking love going to the zoo, man.
Yeah, how so? I love going to the zoo too. I like going to art museums, and zoos are kind of like
Yeah.
my top two whenever I go somewhere.
Interesting. The only zoo that I've been intrigued about was the San Diego one because it's so big.
For sure.
Yeah,
Like I'm not going to like a small little dipshit zoo, right? Like,
Yeah.
but if I'm in like a capital town or like a big city, yeah, I'll
mean,
probably check.
Yeah, I
it
want
out.
to see some weird fucking animals I don't see in my daily life. Let's go.
I always have a weird.
And he's from Maine, bro. Like,
Yeah,
just
I guess.
Yeah, our zoo consists of the same 5 moose, and like once in a while there'll be like a fucking badger. Like,
I could have seen. I could looked out my window and saw this.
yeah,
No, I'm always in a weird double headspace about it. Like I'm always weird. Like
oh, for
the
sure.
animals don't belong here, but also
Yeah.
the same side too. I'm like, yeah, but a lot of these animals are only alive because of here too.
yeah, it's like Microsoft acquisitions. They'd be dead without them, so at least they get to be strung along a little bit longer.
Yeah. But it's always a little funky. But I don't know. Like the same thing I feel like with fish, especially if someone has like one fish or like one bird. I'm like, they just sit there and swim and just by themselves like their entire life. That's kind
Yeah,
of
your pet needs a pet. That just a hard
Yeah,
stop. Your
that
pet
always-
always needs a pet.
seeing like. A
But
bird,
then
like,
your pet needs a pet after that.
yeah, there you
That's
go.
true.
Yeah, no, I always feel a little funky whenever I see like just like one single fish in someone's thing or like one just bird cage and that's it. I'm like, dude, the bird just sits there all fucking day and that's it. Like, the fuck?
No, like, what does the bird have to do when you're not home and you're at work? Just fucking stare into the void?
Yeah, I don't know.
You at least putting the TV on for the fucker?
Yeah.
When you go to the Chinese food buffet and they just have that one fish just fucking fat shit.
Yes.
Way
Just
too big
one
for the
giant fucking
Dude,
fish waiting for its
I
time.
fucking whenever those restaurants that would have the lobsters that are in there and it's just like they stack the lobsters just like there's on top. I'm like, even as a kid, I'm like, this is fucking weird. I don't like this.
I always hated those at Walmart.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
remember-
that's
lobster
just the
close
nature of the
right
beast
now.
here in Maine. You know, all our
Oh,
seafood
yeah.
is just
well, yeah, that's different for you guys, but I don't know, especially if you get to the middle of nowhere and there's lobsters there. And I remember, I forget, I saw a video years and years ago of someone that actually bought one of those lobsters and like tries to raise it like just to be like its own lobster, like be an actual lobster thing. But like the claws were like actually fucked up just from like being just
in the
rubber
rubber
band
bands.
inside.
yeah.
Yeah.
So they had to like nurse like they had to heal it up so it was able to actually walk like decently. I'm like, Jesus Christ, brother, it's fucking weird.
It's kind of horrific.
Yeah, I don't know. And then
Yeah, those things live for a long ass time too.
yeah,
Theoretically, lobsters are immortal. The only reason they die of age per se is because they eventually get to a point where their shells won't prevent them from molting correctly, and so they
Right.
just die in their shell.
I say this all the time. I wonder if I would believe it though. I want to say I would, but there is a world where I can definitely just need to like I'm on the I'm not gonna be a vegetarian unless I ever dated someone that was like a cook and that knew how to make that shit, you know, because it's so out of the fucking way. That's the really fucking
Yeah.
annoying thing is if you're ever out and about trying to get like vegetarian food, it's a pain in the
Oh, it's a
fucking ass.
nightmare.
Yeah, so like I would only do that, but I'm like if I dated someone that like if the partner's like, you know what, I'm a vegetarian, I'm gonna start cooking just vegetarian. I would be like, okay, I'm done, because I don't know, there's like that, and then like there's like videos for sure. I've never touched those videos because that's gonna fucking traumatize the fuck out of me with those. But you see those like the factories, I'm like, no, I'm good. I need to
Yeah,
dissociate
that's
from
my
meat.
wife.
I can't like that's why I can't eat lobster ever. Like I can't. I
Yeah.
have to dissociate from that from my food. I can't do that shit.
Then because people are fucked up and boil them alive, instead of doing the humane thing of stabbing the brain first. But
Right.
Instead of just fucking killing it like that. Or in like
Right.
Japan, they just eat that shit live.
it's horrific.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm good. Hard pass.
I say that when that's one of my favorite scenes in Old Boy is when he's just eating the fucking live octopus. But
didn't know that was a thing.
yeah, have you never seen Old Boy?
No.
Jesus Christ!
I was waiting for him to be like, I've only seen the Josh Brolin ones.
Oh man, that'd be even
I
worse.
just watched Cars for the first time. Yeah.
Yeah, just assume that he hasn't watched the movie.
You should assume I haven't watched it before I actually watched it. But I watched Cars for the first time, and I'm going through Ratatouille for the first time right now.
Hell yeah,
Little
Uh,
it was a
chef.
great time.
Yeah,
Hell
no,
yeah. You'll like them. You'll like Kingdom Hearts 2 a lot better whenever you finally play it.
Yeah, now
Or was
so
it
now,
three?
Three.
Or yeah, it was 3.
and
Yeah.
now I'm like, oh, it's like the ride at Disney World that we went on.
Yeah.
Like I know,
Yep.
I get the California Adventure Cars ride, and now I get the Ratatouille ride at Disney World. Like it makes sense now. I'm like, oh, that's why I was spinning around under the tables and all that shit. That's funny.
Yeah, it hits a lot harder when you do it in reverse. So
Yeah. I'm gonna get the lore the next time I go on it.
Hell
My
yeah.
California Adventure is so cars based too, which is funny because now I actually understand. Then I'm like, oh, that's the shop. There's the fucking. There's where all the cars are spinning around.
Yeah,
That's that thing. All right, now I get that was it. You know, I'm going through it. I'm like, it also is Pixar. It's like you can assume things, right? What's up, hey, pepperoni?
hell yeah.
But
hell yeah.
yeah, no, get into that. We got through about halfway through Ratatouille. We got to finish the last half tonight, and then I'm gonna.
How can you do that, man? I cannot stop at a movie and
Usually
just
I
go back
couldn't,
to
but
it later.
I've been marathoning a lot of shit, so I'm more justified in just pausing where I need to.
Fair.
But I am contemplating. I want to do the triple threat, which I think is the best 3-movie run in any studio history, of WALL-E, Up, and Toy Story 3 back to back to back. I think that's gonna be a.
That's a Hurt So Good trilogy right there.
I don't think I've seen Wally or Up since theaters. Uh, I love them. Like I think they're fucking incredible, but I don't think I've seen them since. So I'm super excited to do that. And then top it off with Toy Story 3 again. I'm like, yeah. Also, shout outs to the guy that's been trying to get in my Microsoft account for the past like week now. He's been trying. I don't know, dude. If I keep getting I get the new sign in request from Microsoft account thing, probably about usually like in the middle of the night. It happens like maybe 10 times in 1 hour, but I guess just throughout the day. I don't know if it's someone really mad because the first time I saw it was when I was on my trip and I denied it right away. Just I think it's kind of funny. And since then, it's just been nonstop for like 2 weeks, which is. And then you can't. Microsoft just kind of it funneled all the fraudulent sign-in requests now, so I can't even see where they're coming from anymore. So yeah. So shout out to that guy. I have 2-factor, so it's not happening, brother. But keep trying. But yeah.
Yeah. So the concert itself, absolutely phenomenal. 3 days, wild fucking time. The merch line was the biggest fucking nightmare in all fucking heaven. The way that they had it.
How long do you spend? Let me tell you about real. I don't think yours are gonna beat my story. What's the nightmare for you?
The average wait time was like 3.5 hours in line.
Okay, yeah, that was for gorillas. But the unfortunate thing with the gorillas one, we went through a 3-hour line, only to find after we got our stuff and walked, there was a whole different merch booth with different stuff that had about an hour and a half long line there too.
Gotcha.
So it was like about 5 hours of line waiting.
Yeah. No, this was about 3.5 hours total. The way they had it set up, there's only one merch booth. The main stage is here. Then the merch booth is over here. And what they did is they had 2 attendants working the merch booth. And then they had the line come out, snake all the way along the side wall, loop all the way through the arena. Then they had that coil around multiple times until it hit the exit for the arena, go through the exit into the lobby, and then had it coil through the lobby into the bathrooms.
Someone's just taking a shit right there.
Yeah, last person in line.
It was rough. We did the merch line once. Technically twice, because we were in the merch line for our first attempt. And then so there was a few people saying, "Oh, they're opening up a second merch line," and we're like, "Perfect, let's go. We'll fucking get into the head in that second line." That was a fucking lie. So we were waiting in that.
You didn't like.
That's when you see someone. Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't
split up.
You didn't split up. Like you didn't go, "Hey, can you check that line
Babe,
really quick?"
you stay here. I'll go look.
No, we did not.
He got excited.
My wife, ever the fucking champ that she is, after we were duped by that, she's like, "I'll just go back to the line." And I'm like, "No, stay. The main band's about to start. It's just." She's like, "No, from where the line is currently, I'll still be able to watch the show. It's just, I'll be standing in line for a while." So I'm like, "Okay." And then after a few songs, I'm like, "No, I feel way too guilty having the wife go through the line on her own." So I go with her, and we're just watching the show from the line as we're just making our way through.
And
We got some shit, and I'll show that off in a little
It
bit.
has to be a really worth it thing to miss a chunk of the show for that.
But yeah, no, show's phenomenal. One of the kind of key big things about the show is that they did confirm both through a number station ARG and through the show itself, we are getting an Act 3 Part 2, which is fucking wild to see. I'm excited for that.
Yes.
Why? Hold on, my laptop is not charging for some reason.
Dude,
No, like you're plugged in.
you need a charge, man. Come on.
Can't have the laptop dying as we're trying to record. There we go. All right.
Dude.
Nope.
Come on. What the hell?
I want a refund.
Dude.
There we go. Okay.
Also, if a band, if the line is that long, I definitely have not been opposed to going somewhere towards the front and offering someone extra like 20 or 30 bucks and be like, hey, can you buy me this? And I'll give you an extra 30 bucks on that, and I'll pay for whatever I get.
That's what some people were offering other people to do. And I wish I had done that because the one bit of merch I really wanted that I did miss out on is mugs. I wanted a set of mugs.
That would be the only time I've ever heard anyone say they want to get a mug at a live show.
Dude, I
Dude,
fucking buy a lot of mugs. I drink mostly out of mugs.
I'm just
I'm a
surprised
mug
that would
drinker.
sell out at a show.
Yeah.
No, that was like one of the most sold out
Oh,
items every
that'd be the
night.
thing. I
Was the
imagine you get
mugs.
to the front finally and they're out of everything except
Right.
for like extra small.
Yeah, sorry,
shirts or
man. No, we
mugs.
got our mugs.
Yeah.
No, the only thing that was basically sold out every night was the mugs.
No, like that's at another Gorillaz concert. We got there a little late, and I didn't want to wait through a line, so I just found someone in the front. I was like, "Hey, I'll Venmo you 10 if you give me that shirt, and I'll pay for the rest." Like, all right, cool. Save myself the time. Hell yeah, and I'll do that shit for anyone. If anyone wants an extra $10 for that, yeah, hell yeah. What do you want, bro?
Yeah.
I got you.
But yeah, so the concert itself, phenomenal. Excited that we're getting an Act 3 Part 2. The story will continue. The only other thing to kind of go over about the trip is the adventure home, because holy fuck, it was a fucking adventure.
Flights are kind of fucked still.
Yeah, flights are kind of fucked still, but that wasn't our problem in any way, shape, or form.
Don't tell me that. I have a flight in a month.
Yeah, good luck.
Knock on wood.
So the first flight home, because we basically left Nashville to go to Chicago, specifically the Midway Airport, and then from there to home.
That shit sucks, by the way. I mean, it's not a bad airport itself, but it just sucks. I got fucking baited into being like, oh hell yeah, I'm in O'Hare. I'm in line in Chicago. There's gonna be so much good shit here. And I'm like, oh, I'm in Midway. I'm not even the fucking big one, so there's like not even that many choices to eat at. That bummed me out when I was back home.
I mean, granted, you say that, but like it's still more than what we got at Portland Airport, because when we got back home at at 11 o'clock, everything was closed in the Portland Airport.
Oh yeah, no,
the
ours is the
5
same way
stores they
too,
have there.
which is like ours got like renovated. It looks all nice, but closes like at 7 o'clock, which is fucking annoying. But no, like which I was even confused about. Like, why the fuck is like 7? Like I imagine maybe even 8 or 9, maybe, but 7. But no, I was excited because we landed and we had like a 3-hour layover, I think, from our trip back from Boston. And it was like, all right, cool. I looked it up and it was like, oh, there's one spot. And then she was like, oh yeah, no, my cousin who like works with flights, like, oh yeah, they said this is really cool too. And I was like, oh, not this one. It's only this one. That was a cool like chicken place that was there. I was like, all right, cool. I grabbed that, but mega disappointed. I was so ready to fucking feast, brother. I was ready to feast. But anyway, sorry. What was
Yeah, no. Yeah, so the first bit was just a weird thing that it took me a second to realize what the fuck was going on. But it was just one of those things like, why the fuck is this happening? So the first incident was going from Nashville to Chicago Midway, where we're in line to board. And I'm doing what I always do, which is I just fucking look around. I'm a bored individual. I need stimulation of some kind, so I'm always looking around. And I see something catch my eye as I'm looking to my left. And I look back and I'm like, there's no fucking way I just saw what I fucking saw. And then I look over, there's this woman with her fucking gooch out in the fucking air, just airing it out for the world. She's got her fucking shorts off to the side, her fucking panties off to the side, just full on gooch out on display. And I'm like, what do I do in this situation? Do I go, ma'am,
hey,
I need to alert you?
Like
And
accidentally.
then I'm like, do I tell the wife that there's just a gooch out in the air? I'm like, no, that's even more weird. So I just spend the rest of my time just
that's
straightforward.
Weird. That's weird to you? That's like something I would first thing would be like, hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck, that's the first thing I would do.
Hey, babe.
No,
don't look.
I'm just not gonna acknowledge this. This is fucking weird. There are fucking children present. What the fuck is wrong? And I'm just fucking head forward. So that was just the tempo.
She looked back at you, and then you guys made eye contact.
Oh, so then we get to Chicago Midway, and our flight from Chicago Midway was delayed a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean we sat on the tarmac for an hour and a half. And
that shit's hot probably too.
Oh, it was. They had to refuel the plane twice because of the air conditioning that we were using.
I think it was when we went to go see you actually in Boston. the plane that we had from, I think it was either Dallas or Austin. We went there. We were stuck on the tarmac for a while, and it was fucking hot. Like they something up with the
Oof.
AC there too, and yeah, I think she almost had like just a panic attack from fucking heat. It was just so fucking hot in there. That shit sucked.
Fucking hell.
Ugh.
But the reason we were on there for an hour and a half is because we got to have basically front row seats. So one of the most hilarious
Hold on,
PR
I'm sorry.
disasters.
I'm sorry though. Hold on. Just nothing ever happened
Yeah.
with Gooch. Just.
No, that was just a weird, like, all right, that's a tempo center.
All right.
That's the amuse bouche to what's about to
All right,
transpire.
cool. All right.
So we were sitting. We're not like front row, but we're like right behind front row. And we're sitting there. And there's just a lot of flight attendants coming onto the plane and just like murmuring amongst each other. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And a few of them run back behind us to the back of the plane, and we hear some shouting. And the TLDR of it is that I guess one flight attendant in particular had a raging hatred of this woman bringing her service animal on the plane and tried to get her thrown off the plane. And so for an hour and a half, we were all stuck on the
flight
plane.
Attendant did, or just some person, random
Yeah,
person?
the flight attendant.
The fuck?
One flight attendant had just this raving hatred of this woman having her service dog on the plane, and set out on a warpath to try and get her thrown off. And she almost succeeded until like the air marshal got involved. And then it was this huge fucking incident. They ended up having like officials from Southwest, and because that was the plane we took, and a bunch of other people just kind of coming in and having this huge conversation. One of the other flight attendants ended up actually not flying on the plane because she basically called the woman a cunt for having such an issue about this. And decided to not go ahead and work with her because of what a bitch she was. Then that continued on for a while, and then finally the air marshal's like, all right, no, the woman can fucking fly with her goddamn dog as long as, you know, it is leashed and kind of under a seat. You know, it's fine.
I'm literally
It's a
looking
small
at
dog.
it. It's like just type it into fucking Google, and it's like, yeah, no, Southwest is like cool with it as long as they're actually like they have the documentation and they're
Yep.
leashed. What the fuck is the conversation about? I'd been fucking pissed. You don't waste my goddamn
Yeah.
time like that shit. I'd be fucking just fucking Google this motherfucker.
Well, their argument was that because she was holding the dog in their lap, and she's like, okay, I just want to have the dog in my lap. I'll just put it, you know, under my seat, whatever.
Put it in the
Not a big
storage.
deal.
Yeah, put them up top. in the
There you
bin.
go, enjoy. Have a good one, Fido.
Also,
But
before you forget, or sorry to interrupt. Opposite of shout outs to Southwest though, because they took away their free fucking checked bag, so now you gotta pay for that shit now. So it's I
Yep.
think it's like $70 per bag unless you have like their credit card now, and it's really fucking annoying. We learned that because we didn't know about the policy change. I guess it changed like a month prior to us going to Boston this last time.
gross.
Yeah, because we would always do we would pack like almost like a Russian doll with it. We'd have like our big package, our big baggage, but then we'd have like, our actual one there. That way you have whenever you buy stuff or you got stuff there, you just have more room to bring back now. Like, all right, cool. I guess we have to fucking pack efficiently now. This is bullshit.
You get free.
No,
bags.
my ass.
Was it?
Yeah, no, I have a gym bag that is my overhead bag, and then I carry a little tote bag as my undercarriage. And if I can't fit anything I'm traveling with in both of those bags, I don't need it.
Yeah, I was saying Southwest. They still let you do the backpack, so you just kind of
Yeah.
have to divvy it up.
Yeah, we were just so used to doing the whole thing, whole shindig with that with the.
I
check
have
bag, but-
never in my life done a check-in bag, and I refuse to. With
Oh,
my luck, that bag will get lost.
let me just air tag it, whatever.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, no.
If I can't carry it on me, I don't need it.
Yeah, like it's all the extra shit. Like when we Disney World, like we definitely needed that shit with Disney World. That shit fucking came out like crazy with that. Anyway, sorry. So then yeah, you had your
Yeah. So we have front row seats basically to this hour and a half long fucking crash out. And eventually it gets to a point where the air marshal's like, no, she can fucking fly with the dog. We're sorry this fucking happened.
Give me some money.
And the absolute cunt of a fucking air stewardess that started the problem to begin with. Basically threw a fit and not quit, but basically said that she is not going to work the rest of the night on principle of this situation, and then left. So we then had to wait for another fucking air host to join the conversation.
Are they younger or older?
Older.
That's interesting. That feels like that sounds like a younger person thing. Maybe I'm being biased, but it sounds like oh, I'm just gonna work and work. And you're like, all right, see what happens. Walk off.
Yeah,
Fine.
this person looked about like maybe mid-30s, early 40s.
All right. Also, walking off as an air stewardess when you're probably not in the city that you live in is going to be quite interesting on your way back.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
ballsy.
I would have booed them. Wasting my goddamn time for no reason. Fuck that.
And for once, I can honestly say with pure truth that everyone clapped when the lady reboarded the plane.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so that was a fun, wild fucking ride of sitting there for an hour and a half watching this huge fucking crash out.
Shit would have pissed me off, dude.
One of the biggest PR disasters.
You should. No, you're not on Twitter anymore. I was like, it could have been easy viral post. I still just wish for the day that some flight goes, hey, $5,000 for the first person to give up the seat, and I'm fucking, yep,
I'm out. Yep.
later.
Yep.
I yearn for that day to happen. I get so excited just thinking it ever happens, especially when they're like, hey, $500 this person. All right, no one wants it. All right, 1,000. No one wants. I'm like, what the fuck do you guys get it back for? Whatever. Fuck that kid. Take it. I'll take it. $1,000 out. Get
I'm gonna go find the cheapest motel for the night,
they
and
pay for
I'll
you.
fucking.
They pay for that too.
Oh, that's even better. God
Yeah,
damn.
it's $1,000 they give you just for that. They get you to a hotel and you come back and you just get the next flight. I'm like, hell yeah, well, fuck that, dude. The fuck.
I will take free money. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wish I
Give me that.
hear it happens all the time. Not all the time. I hear it happens. I'm like, I just fucking want it bad. It's so
It
bad.
it happened to my wife once, but she didn't take it. She was like, they're offering 1,600. Should I take it? Yes, take that.
Yes.
Please.
They're
Don't
offering free money. What do you
Yeah,
mean?
it's
Should
not,
I
that's
take
not even
it?
an ask that. It's like, all right, see you tomorrow.
Well, she was also, it was traveling for her work. So her work was already paying for
Mm.
everything. So it was like, all right, you just get to pocket 1,600 and your work's already paying for shit and they
Yeah.
pay for everything else anyways. Yeah.
Yeah, what's your work gonna say? Oh no, you got booted off the plane?
Did she just not get it in time? Did someone snipe it?
Yeah, because they offered it up and she like waited too long.
Oh yeah, no,
Like,
you don't wait
yeah,
for
like,
that shit. I'm out, dude.
No.
See you.
That's why I said to you, I was like, no, you take it.
Take it.
Yeah, it's not a question. It just happens.
Yep.
Yeah. But glad you at least got back safe.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Fucking dogs.
Fucking all over a fucking dog. Wildest goddamn thing.
Mm-hmm. On that note, show us what you got, David.
Hell yeah. So I got a bunch of cool shit to show off here. Non-concert related things. Got The Adventures of Elliot, the first kind of 2D HD game by that studio as a kind of Zelda style game. Been seeing a lot of mixed reviews about it, which is a little concerning. But I wonder if it's just by a lot of people that were expecting another RPG and not necessarily a Zelda style game. Found this kind of interesting book. The band Book Club seems to be a manga that is kind of like autobiographical about someone that grew up in South Korea and was into the band book scene in South Korea. So excited to read through that at some point in the near future. On the note of band related shit that I got, so I got a couple of cans that unfortunately did not survive just being in pockets. These were the shittiest fucking cheapest beer cans I've ever experienced. But we got a Proto-Men beer can here. Lights Last Lager. Love the alliteration. Also got Proto-Man coffee.
Yeah, see project bag.
And then realized I don't have a fucking coffee grinder like I thought I did, so I need to fucking get one soon so I can try it. And then first vinyl I have bought in a long ass time, and it is the concert exclusive, which is a clear vinyl, which is kind of fascinating. But I'm leaving it sealed, so I won't know how it looks. But
how much was
yeah, so it was actually only like $30.
Oh, I would probably just Venmo'd you if you would have got that for me.
Fair.
Some friends.
Yeah, they had fucking hundreds of those. They didn't sell out of that.
Oh, I didn't just ask you to do that. I said me wait my ass over
I
here.
don't
for
know.
a
I
second.
said
Yeah, I mean you didn't
yeah,
offer. I'm
well,
not gonna tell you to do something. I'm waiting for you to say, hey, you want to do
you
something?
can always ask.
All right. Well,
I'm never gonna. I don't always think to offer because I'm like, well, if you want something, you'll say something.
That's very valid.
next time. Next time.
Next time. Yeah, when the wife and I go to the 4-night show, that includes Act 3 Part 2.
Yeah,
Maybe
there you
that
go.
time.
There you go. Maybe,
Although they are doing a Dallas tour, so you all 3 nights you go to Dallas.
That's expensive, I bet.
Probably.
I'm trying to penny pinch as much as I can because I really want to hit that Gorillaz show in October. We'll see how that goes.
Reasonable.
What else you got?
That is all that I got.
All right,
Hell yeah.
Kells.
Yeah, so I actually got something that showed up today. My wife got it for me, actually. I got the Mando and Grogu, the little helmet vinyl.
Hell
I got,
yeah.
I got mine
Yeah.
too. Yeah. And it only has 2 songs on it, though. I didn't realize. I thought it'd be the whole
Seven
soundtrack. It's the Mandalorian and Grogu, and then side B is
Mandalorian
Shikari.
Grogu club mix.
Right, it needs to be. Yeah, well, the other side is Shikari, so it's the club
Hell
mix
yeah.
essentially.
Hell yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that's what I got. What'd you get?
I got some stuff here that I want to segue into a talk that we're gonna have here. Went to Five Below. They had these little
Oh, hell yeah.
little mystery things you could pull from. I grabbed this one. This is the one I wanted to. The alien with they got clawed, and then I had to be there in the morning for this fucker. But I got it. I got my
Hell yeah.
my Buzz Lightyear. So
Good
this thing-
shit.
Let's see.
They had some at the theater that we went to watch it at.
There's that.
That shit's so
the
sick.
visor comes down there, and then mine's
Yeah,
definitely
but
fucked
does
up.
it
It definitely pushes or it doesn't do the. It does like
Does
one,
it have a
one at a time.
but
for some
does
reason.
but does it have a drone mode?
No. So
Mm.
let's talk about let's talk about this. Let's talk about Toy Story 5.
Yeah, let's yap about Toy Story Cinco.
You go first. What are your thoughts the second that you hit the credits? Or your thoughts, and then let's break it down a bit.
Yeah, no, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I've always been vocal that I didn't think 4 was necessary. I don't think it's a bad film. It's just like, okay, I don't know why we're here. This all kind of feels middling. It very much feels like a middle movie.
It feels like
Which-
like a spin-off, but it's not a spin-off. It just feels like it's filler.
Yeah, it feels like a filler movie. It's like leading to something else, and that always feels bad, especially after like a big trilogy like that. But I think after watching 5, 5's definitely the payoff.
Mhm.
And I liked it. Yeah, 5 was really good.
Right. Yeah, no, like as soon as the credits hit, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, definitely. Like I can feel a Toy Story 6. And it seems like all like I mean obviously it did really well too. But it seems like they're leaning towards doing another trilogy ender with Bonnie being this sort of arc of 4, 5, and 6.
Right.
Which I did say, or I did see people talk about like people don't want to admit that Bonnie has more character development than Andy, and people are like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, no, 100%. When Andy has not really much character. Like Andy is purely just kind of a surrogate for the audience, and then at the very end, the most you get is that they're really good with kids. That's
Well, that we've gotten like big life jumps for Andy, right?
Right.
So and meanwhile with Bonnie, we've literally seen like her develop over like 3 or 4 years maybe. Like so like we kind of get to see her like have a lot of development in that time. Meanwhile, all Andy's development's off screen.
Mhm.
We don't get to see it because like you said, it is more focused on the toys for sure.
Yeah. What I appreciate about 5 is that much more than 4 is that it really felt like an owner or a kid and their toy situation, not if for whatever reason Toy Story 4, as much as I love Woody and I love the whole gang, it felt like it was
Yeah.
a Woody story, and I'm like, that's cool, but also I don't really need a story for the toy on its own. I like the connection they have. That's where the series starts to shine. I think where it's like the connection.
Yeah, it's the whole point of it.
The bond, which they try to make it just a Buzz and Woody thing, but it's like obviously that was a little bit of a moot point there. But and I do think there was like one critique that could have gone either way with on Toy Story 5 had gone that way. But no, it was really good. And I will say, if you told me at any point I was gonna pop off during Toy Story 5, not for like a cameo or anything, but just like something's gonna happen. There's gonna be something dumb is gonna happen in this movie that you're gonna like freak out at. I'd be like, I don't see what. Nah, I popped off pretty hard when the high tech Buzz hit the wings. I'm like,
Yeah.
I look over at the girlfriend. I'm like, holy shit, he's gonna fucking fly. He's gonna fucking fly.
Yeah.
That was
No, I turned to my wife. I did the pog face. What's
Yeah.
happening?
yeah. I was like, yeah,
Because I mean, they even say the line whenever they're doing
they knew like that.
with style.
Yeah, no, like that was I love the thing about this thing, like it's obviously not planned, but like I love that you can do a series and just have like a 30-year payoff. Like that was like, all right, we know I had that moment, we're gonna go for it. David, you don't care about spoilers. We're spoiling Toy Story 5, by the way.
No. Hell yeah.
Hands up.
When this when this alien moves, when the alien comes back, or as long as the alien's gone, the movie's getting spoiled. So there's a, which is weird. The whole Buzz side plot thing was so fucking weird for the first like half of the movie. Like where the fuck is this going? It was.
Oh, I liked it. I just knew it was gonna pay off.
No, I know it was, but it was definitely like jarring, just like because you were wondering where it was gonna lead. Like, all right, what's. Because I guess they were supposed to be evil when they first like were trying to develop the story, but then they decided not to, which I'm glad.
Yeah, they tried to kill a family. They almost murdered a family that was out camping.
Yeah, so so David, movie starts off just like cargo. They like fell off a ship or something, and there's like all these high tech Buzzes. One Buzz wakes up, starts to get all the other Buzzes, and they're acting like Buzz does at the beginning. You know, he doesn't understand. He's a Buzz Lightyear. They go to the forest and they have that weird like they have the toy instinct still, where humans, they all pause and they fall over, and then one of the kids like in a family that's camping there just happens to seize it, grab it, and they go on a rescue mission for him, and they find him, and it was a really heartwarming moment where they like peek in and they see the kid just hanging with the Buzz, and Buzz is like super happy about it, and they're like, oh, okay, he's good. I will say I fucking love the whole Buzz reaching out and the other Buzz is like, no, he's gone. It's like that was funny. So David, anyway, there's eventually you get the story start mashing together, and at some point like they need to get back to this house, and then the high tech Buzz just hits this thing and the wings come out, like they do, and then it goes into like what do you call like
mode.
What was it?
Like they call it drone mode.
It's
like,
an X-Fighter. It hits like an X-Fighter wing span.
Yeah, like propellers pop out of the wings, and so it turns them into a drone.
Like it hits the wings expand into like an X-wing style thing, and then it goes to a drone. The Buzzes can fucking fly, and I swear to God, they started flying in there. I turned to the girlfriend. I'm like, holy shit, they can fucking fly. They're gonna fucking fly.
Yeah, it was like 40. It was like 40 Buzzes just in formation, just flying.
Hell yeah!
At some point early on, the Buzzes have a Wi-Fi hotspot, and I was like, I fucking want one so bad. So I think it felt like a very well needed story. Like again, 4 just felt like they needed to do it just for like just to keep the relevancy of Toy Story up. But this one felt like, all right, you actually had a reason to make this story. Like it makes a lot of sense. It's a perfectly like timely story. I like really fucked with it. And I love that it was calling out iPad parents the entire time. And I'm looking around, I'm like, all these kids are getting hard called out. Like,
oh yeah.
Like I get that I'm addicted to my phone too, but like I don't have kids. I'm not a kid, so I'm like,
yeah, I'm an adult, dude. I'm already functioning. I played with my toys.
Yeah, but I'm like,
I'm suffering life and bills. It's fine.
But like all the kids with their phones and all the parents that are also, because they make fun of parents a lot. Parents are just like fucking locked on their screens like the entire time, and the whole movie could have been avoided with good parenting. I'm gonna say that too. That frustrated the fuck out of me a lot of times. Where I'm like, who the fuck is this girl's parents? Who the fuck's on monitoring their chat, dude? What do you mean you're gonna go fucking stay the night at a kid's house? Let me see a fucking chat. Let me go talk to everyone. Like, what the fuck are you doing, parents? Like, holy shit, dude. That shit was triggering me. I'm not even a fucking parent, but I would have been on this like ASAP. How the fuck are you in a group chat? The fuck? You didn't tell me you were getting in a group chat. Who are you talking to? Who are these kids? You know.
Yeah, because like she's younger than 9, right? Because they said Blaze was 9.5. And
she's
older. I just kind of assumed Bonnie was like 6 or 7. But Yeah.
Yeah, no, that shit kind of frustrated me. Uh, but yeah, no, it was cool. I do think my biggest caveat is Woody in it. I think it could have been almost relegated to a cameo. I understand why they had to bring him in and do all that, but I think it could have almost just been like they kept that scene where they were talking. It could have been just like nah, that's my only time I'm checking in with you guys. We can talk and that's about it. I think that would have kept me a little more because at this point now I'm like, all right, well, the whole point of Toy Story 4, which uh someone's trying to resonate with saying it's like friends and someone's getting married off, and it's like kind of saying goodbye to your buddies. Like obviously, but that's supposed to resonate with like more like a married friend like that. But I'm like, I don't. That doesn't resonate with me as toys, like. Um. So yeah, there's still
I'll
like
push back on it just because there was that line they acknowledged too. It's like I love it when you two are back fighting together, and that's kind of how I feel too when Woody and
yeah.
Buzz
No,
are
I
being
mean,
like
I
the
liked
hero.
saying that, but again, it just makes 4 feel more funkier at that end too. Um. I don't know. I could have been cool with a cameo. I'm fine with it still. I love Woody. Woody's awesome, but it just
Well, the whole thing is like he's been staying away and just kind of avoiding Buzz, right? And Buzz doesn't know that Jesse's been having contact with him.
Yeah, I think I missed that one. I think he was talking. I didn't realize he wasn't on their end, but
Yeah,
then
she was hiding the walkie-talkie away.
yeah, but it feels so weird because I'm like you weren't that far. Like whatever, dude. I don't know. It made it seem like they were going off forever, ever. But
They're within 20 miles at least for
yeah,
the walkie-talkie.
well, everything was very conveniently close by for this fucking story. By the way, like that, like the house or the hill with the
Yeah,
tire swing.
Jessie just so happens to live like right next.
Yeah, it's
I
like
guess that kind of makes sense though, right? Because like her toys got donated, it probably stayed within like the local community somewhat.
sure, but it was so funny because it looked like it was like in the middle of nowhere, and it's like, oh no, the city's right
Right.
there.
Right. It was probably just like some rural household or some shit.
Yeah. Um, but no, it was a really well done story. I think also the cast is really showing their age. Uh, it
Well, I
was
mean, half of them have already died.
yeah,
Too.
but also like Jesse, like not trying to disparage them or anything, but it's really that you could tell they're like older because the way their speech is a little bit. Uh, it's more slurry, mushier slightly. Like it sounds like it's got more like super heavy olderness into it. It's like
I mean, they even called Jessie an older toy.
yeah, they had
They
to make
call her
those
a rag toy.
Jessica. That got me a good laugh.
Yeah, that got my girlfriend or my wife really good because her
Your
name's
girlfriend and
Samantha.
your wife.
I know both of them, but she hates it when people call her Sam. So that one was such a good little fucking joke,
I will.
and they just keep it going too. Greta Lee as Lilypad was so good. I
Yeah,
really loved her.
100%. I didn't realize that was Conan. Also, when they were talking,
You didn't realize the hair?
I don't connect voice actors for a lot. I have the worst time connecting voices to faces if they're not there.
Especially when they're not like traditionally a voice
Yeah,
actor.
it's like I know that fucking voice. Who's that voice? But I didn't realize that. I think the thing is too they're gonna keep doing it because I'm the fucking idiot that keeps falling into it, right? But the marketing with it just feels so fun because we got a huge cast of people now. It's like even the 4 toys, like you. I think someone mentioned this. This was the depressing moment. Was that this is the movie that you know that Key and Peele are officially not really hanging out anymore.
Yeah, yeah, it was real weird, right?
So Key and Peele, David, I don't know if you knew they're the little plushies from Toy Story 4.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, and they show up in this movie, but they don't say anything. So they're definitely not there. They got Keanu Reeves back for a couple lines, which is cool. But it's such a huge cast now, and it's like, yo, Slinky says 4 words. The aliens didn't get a fucking line, bro. Like
Yeah,
which is
you don't see him until the very end of the movie.
you don't, which is fucking annoying because like I'm the idiot that buys everything. I'm gonna show I
Right.
got the alien Crocs coming to me tomorrow. Like I'm the idiot
Yeah,
that
it's kind
buys
of
all
crazy
the.
that they're like one of the big mascots for the franchise, and
They
they're
can't
just
let
like
go of
not in it.
them, and it's like even at some point when Lily's like, oh hey, let me do all this stuff. You could have hit him with a ooh. I'm like, just hit me with a fucking
Yeah.
line. They didn't speak the whole fucking movie at all, dude. Like that's a lot. And it's like at that point I'm like, and they got relegated to putting in a box. I'm like, we got to figure out what to do with this because at this point it feels it's starting to like you're making a really fantastic well written script just show off. And again, I know that's what it is for, right? But like the art is showing a little bit too much of the marketing because you're just adding these guys for the sake of it. They got they're background actors now, right? And that's what I kind of relegated a little more with this too. I'm like, cool. Woody and Buzz are background more, like they're more supporting than anything else now, which I appreciated. Um, but like especially the supporting cast, you gotta either give them something to do or just put them away for now because like it feels like we're just getting baited into this, especially with like the movie posters and all this like what the fuck, like again we got marketing for this shit and it's like what the fuck, these guys did fucking nothing. What the fuck?
Yeah, so I have a theory. So Toy Story 4 felt kind of like a Woody movie. This one was definitely a Jesse
Yep.
movie.
Buzz.
I'm thinking 6 is gonna be Buzz.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. I think the exact same thought too. I think that's the trilogy ender right there, and then they cap off with something with Buzz Bonnie somehow some way, and then I could see Toy Story 6. I think it's gonna happen 100%. I don't know if they keep at that point. It feels like it might be a bit too much at the point. You guys start spinning off somewhere else because you can't
I
recycle.
want another Buzz Lightyear Star Command. I love that cartoon growing up. That
And
shit
then
was
where
so
the
Oh,
aliens,
yeah, that
the
was
aliens
fucking
are
great.
fucking there too. Like fucking thank God.
Mhm.
I will say though, I'm gonna fucking vehemently disagree with some people on the internet because I think it's so fucking cheap and lazy. I'm actually, it's the move. 5 swerved me, and I was glad it did. I do not need uh buying a grow up and donate the toys back to Andy or anything. No, we that shit's lazy as hell. I'm good.
I've seen people theorize 6 would be about nostalgia, like growing up Andy now realizing like what he had in his toys and like wanting them back.
Yeah, which is it totally like out of left field? No, because I've done that, but also I don't want that. Like the whole point, it takes away from 3 immensely more. Like the whole point is like like parting with things
Toy
that you
Story 6 is just David selling all of his games to GameStop back in the day.
No, it's him throwing away all of his boxes.
Oh yeah.
No,
Well, because especially where the whole point is he didn't choose to get rid of them. You know, thrown out by accident.
yeah, like
Yeah,
the whole
until the very
idea
end.
of the kids passing down the kids passing down to their kids, that's fine. Like I like that. And there was that short that I think China like made that short film of like of the Toy Story ones with that crew getting passed down, which is cool. I don't know if you guys seen that. Did you guys see that short?
No.
It's a really cool short. That it was like a 5-minute short that someone made. By the way, it should have been played at the beginning of this. Bring back Pixar shorts, please. It had the
Oh
crew.
yeah.
Had the crew being passed. I did, and it was like definitely me because like the guy didn't get rid of his toys. He just put them on display up there too. But you know, the toys wanted to play, which made me feel bad. I'm like, all right, fuckers, yeah, chill. I'm keeping you guys. Like you guys have a home. You're on the fucking landfill. Uh, side tangent real quick. I saw someone put on a Reddit post of like someone had there's a little alien with the Nemo helmet that was sitting in like a lake that was filled with a bunch of just like landfill shit, and they just posted like saw this in the lake, but I couldn't get it because it was too far. Shout out to the girlfriend. We both had the thing. We were both like, you would spend the entire day figuring out a way to get that. I was like, yeah, no, that would. My plans have been canceled. I am figuring out a way to retrieve that toy just to bring it back and clean it up. I've done that shit with some stuff. It's like, yeah, no. But yeah, no, I understand that the indulgence is not bad on that end, but I don't think that's the route to go. I think that's so cheap, and I do appreciate the swerve of like I thought that's where it was gonna go. Right, it felt like obvious. Like, all right, we're at Jesse's old house or Emily's old house. This is gonna be a revelation somehow, some way. Blaze is gonna be like Emily's daughter or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting the Blaze to be related, like a granddaughter or
Yeah,
something.
I thought, and I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they said, you know what? No, we don't need to do that. And I'm like, you know what? Cool, because that and you know, I would have been okay with it, but I'm glad it kept me on my toes. And I think it was more poignant in that, like, so David,
Yo.
the whole thing is like they end up getting back to
Well, the whole thing is like Jessie coming to reckon with like she thinks that she's a broken toy because she's now on her 3rd child, and like her first child gave her away, Andy gave her away, and now she's losing Bonnie to the lily pad.
Mhm.
And it's kind of her like having like an existential crisis.
Right.
Like she's not
Can't
doing her
keep
job
doing
as a
this shit
toy.
over and over again.
Yeah. And so like
Gotcha.
it's her trying to come to reckon with that because she keeps on having flashbacks to her original owner before Andy, which is Emily. And it just kind of builds the story from there because they have a really good relationship until one day she just gets left out and thrown away essentially.
Which I discovered this morning that Pixar would just like for dailies, they would just do really funny, just like gags. and for after that whole scene where Jesse looks out of the car to see, or looks out of the box, the car just does like a spin and like flies off the of the hill and just crashes. But yeah, so David, that's the whole like spiel of the whole thing, right? And then they end up,
Gotcha.
she ends up back at Emily's old house, which love the old couple, by the way. It was so funny. Me and the girlfriend look at each other and we're like, that's us, just arguing with each other and just like, leave in the mailbox. You're leaving me. And then and it has all flashback. Then yeah, has the whole thing like they're gonna give the toys back, but Bonnie thinks they're not cool. Like she gets made fun of, which by the way, fuck those kids.
Yeah, fuck all those kids.
They're so Lily Pad wants to introduce Bonnie to friends too, because even though Lily Pad's the villain, they're also like still have good intentions. They got them into a friend group, and the friend group is also very iPad kids, and they do the whole thing, which is fucking cruel. They play hide and seek with Bonnie, and they didn't stop. They just didn't find Bonnie. Left her ass out there. So
Yeah,
they made
no,
her.
they very much still bully her.
Yeah. So with parents
That
weren't
was fucked.
fucking nowhere, by the way. Fuck off. Like, how the
Nowhere.
fuck do you not watch that shit? Holy fuck, dude.
And she's like having noticeable changes to her behavior too, and just like, nah, this is fine.
just fucking droning out for a second, like, hey.
Yeah, we leave the iPad in her room while she's sleeping. It's like, no,
The
bro.
fuck?
She has a whole fit when her iPad, because she can't play a game well in time with her friends. I'm like, brothers, you guys, I'm about to fucking crash out.
I know. I'm about to get mad right here.
Also, Toy Story is the only world where I feel like I would be fucking I'm getting gaslighted the fuck out of, because I'm like, if I turn around, my iPad's gone. I'm like, who the fuck stole from me, or what the fuck? Because I didn't just. How the fuck did my iPad was not in the car? I brought that shit out to me when I was at the fucking ice cream parlor. How the fuck did it get back in the car? Fuck off. Someone's fucking with me right now. Like I would fucking freak out. But anyway, it culminates the big gut punch moment is that Jesse. They're gonna get handed back to Bonnie. They do a whole thing, and then Bonnie's like, I don't want the toys because they're not cool. Like I don't get any friends because of that. Jesse's over it. Jesse goes back to the hill that that her and Emily used to play on, and then they all, what was it? Woody, Buzz show up.
She notices that on the tree it says Jesse was here, but that wasn't there whenever Jesse was there. And then she digs up a little time capsule essentially, which is from Emily, or it's from Emily to Jesse. It turns out that Emily had a kid named Jesse and specifically called her little cowgirl. So essentially Jesse did her job. Like she inspired Emily and gave her an imagination, creativity, blah, blah, blah. And like influenced her for the rest of her life essentially. And that's whenever Woody and Buzz show up, Jesse has her turn of heart, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. But did you think for a second that Jesse passed away?
The
time
real
capsule
human
thing almost
Jesse?
felt like one of those things that, like, you know, I mean, I guess they never said one way or the other. It could be just a basic ass time capsule, but it also felt like one of those your kid passed away, you're keeping a little memorial box of stuff for them.
Yeah, no, I just kind of thought like Jesse put it there because I feel like it was probably a picture that she gave to her, and it was like a lot of her little knickknacks and like
Maybe they moved
hair
away and they're
tie
like,
and
hey, here's
bullshit.
all this stuff. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah. But for a second, I was
right.
like, damn, the kid fucking died or something. Jesus. But I thought that
She
was
digs up Jesse's corpse.
Yeah.
Jesse was here, and that's her headstone.
Jesus. But no, that was a good moment that subverted where everyone was going with that. I think that was a really strong moment to be like, hey, yeah, you everything's not gonna always be there in your life, but like whatever you have influenced them for later on, that's something that you'll hold on to, you know.
Right.
Bless you. I thought that was
Thank you.
that was a good message. I think that was needed. And then yeah, I will say the other thing too is there was 45 different subplots I felt like during this movie. So you have a really bounce around. It felt like ADHD coded for a second because you're bouncing around like, all right, here's Buzz wanting to like marry Jesse. Here's Buzz and Woody doing their thing again. Then there's Bonnie. Then there's I don't know.
I really loved all the Buzz stuff. I thought it was really good.
Oh yeah, no, I liked it. I just felt like it was like, damn, there's a lot of stuff going on here.
Well, I thought it was cool that they were able to do something with Buzz that wasn't just like, oh, we're gonna make Buzz stupid again.
Yeah,
It's like, all right.
I'm kind of over the whole making him the resident idiot.
Well, see, I don't mind that, but like situationally, right? Like he can still like be unaware, like the Drax thing, where it's just like you're situationally unaware of something and it leads to comedy. But whenever it's like, oh, I'm stupid, it's like, okay, this is
Yeah.
annoying. This
Yeah.
is But yeah, no, I thought they did it really good though. I really enjoyed like the development of him and Jesse. I really enjoyed the him and Woody being back together, kind of like going at each other, because they
Loved
had
the
that.
animation
The
of
animation
the
was insane. It was
of
so good.
so David, they also animated in a different style whenever the kids are putting the toys through like a different like uh scenario
It's
or whatever
whenever
they're
they're yeah,
playing.
whenever the kids are using their imagination and whenever it's playtime,
It's like
essentially.
a watercolory
Mm,
style like animation, which is really
It's
fucking
like
cool.
2D, 3D kind of. Yeah.
Yeah. Super
gotcha.
cool. Love the voices. Love how creative those things get. Like that's cool. And it shows the difference between Andy and Bonnie actually too. Because Andy,
Right.
his was very cinematic, right? It was like the whole
Hmm.
like the train going off the rails and stuff. But Bonnie's being younger is much more like
Grandiose and kind of like flowy.
yeah. So I thought that was cool too. But yeah, no, I liked it a lot. I think I'm very happy with the way it turned out. Definitely came out of it more jazzed about anything than it was Toy Story 4, where I was just like, you know what, it was good, but I don't know, did I need that? I still don't know if I do, but I
And
could
like
see,
even with how it ends too, right? With like the kids getting together and they're all playing, they're all having playtime away from their tablets and stuff. It's just like one of those feel good type of things. With like 4 is more like melancholy, right?
yeah, and love that they had that thing. And it's like, all right, you guys know your mission. All the buzzes fly off, and I'm like, I thought originally it was gonna be just they're gonna all fly in the rooms of those that had the computers on, but no, they just landed on a schoolyard, and the teacher found one. He's like, oh hell yeah! I was like, that's me, dude. See a buzz
Yeah.
land in front of me, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm taking that shit. I'm not hiding that though. I'm like, hell yeah, bro. What the fuck? I'll take a free buzz. Hell yeah, dude. Those things are expensive as fuck too, I bet, dude. Wi-Fi
Oh
hotspot,
yeah.
drone, still everything else on it. Hell yeah. Um, love the gag of by the way, there's your father. No, no.
And at the very end,
Yeah,
when they land at the schoolyard,
yeah,
someone has the fucking Zerg toy. It's so
yeah.
good.
But yeah, it was a good time on there. I'm excited. I want to rewatch it again. So
Oh yeah, for sure. It's definitely one of those ones I want to come back to.
yeah. Um, we'll see. I'm gonna when I get through my Pixar marathon, we'll see how I feel about Toy Story 4 in light of Toy Story 5 because we always said that you mentioned it mostly where it was like, let's see if 4 makes us look back or 5 makes us look back at 4 a little more fondly. And like maybe I'm still just a little funky on like what does separation actually mean. But I guess it means you're not living together, so maybe that's the whole thing on that end. Um, but yeah, it's because 4 is no longer an epilogue anymore. Now it's 4 is just like the beginning of a new trilogy, and those are always
Right.
the hardest to produce, right? Halo 4, you're talking about like episode 7, right? It's hard to like make something after a really good trilogy and make it like, no, we can keep going. You're like, all right, this is gonna be a little interesting the way we do this. Gears of War 4, there's another one on that end. Perfect trilogies, man. Hard to top it. Um,
Well, you have to do prequels.
I I'm curious. I forgot they were making another Monsters Inc.
Are they?
Are
I didn't know
they?
Yeah,
either.
there's another one in development. They're making a Coco 2 and a Monsters
Gross.
Inc. Another one on that end.
Like a sequel
Stop
or
it.
like
I don't
another
know.
prequel?
I don't know. Because I
Be
watched
so funny if they did University 2.
I Monster University was the most like not needed movie.
It was, but I still liked
I
it.
mean,
It was
I had a good time with it, but I definitely like after I'm like, I don't know if I needed that. I don't know what really brought to the table for me for Monsters Inc. Because yeah, rewatching Monsters Inc. I'm like, this is fucking great. Uh, dude, Pixar from like Toy Story to Toy Story 3, just every fucking movie's a banger. Like they do not miss at all in that era. Let me go pull this up real quick. We're talking.
I mean, even hilariously to bring it back to another conversation topic, even in Kingdom Hearts, Pixar became basically one of the better parts of it. The regular Disney stuff kind of was fucking falling behind in what was going on with the Pixar stuff.
well, especially in like what was it, Kingdom Hearts 3, like a lot of the Disney shit just kind of falls off and then it's like original like Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts levels and then it's like the Pixar shit is what really starts hitting. That Toy Story
Yeah,
area in Kingdom
because
Hearts 3
three
is
got
so
rid of all of the Final Fantasy stuff, and then there was thankfully Pixar to pick up the slack. Fucking Monster Hunter, Jesus Christ, fucking Monsters Inc. Fucking and Toy Story. Those are
yeah.
some of the best fucking worlds in Kingdom Hearts.
So
Yeah, the Toy Story one's so good.
we're talking Toy Story, A Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, The Incredibles, Cars, Ratatouille, Wall-E, Up, and Toy Story 3. Like, you have a straight 15 years of just bangers, dude. And then I can't speak on it because neither the girlfriend or I have watched Cars 2, so cannot speak on if the banger train
No,
continues to go.
it kind of ends. 2 and 3 are definitely like movies. 2 and 3 reeks of the Disney fingerprints all over it, being like, okay, we're gonna do direct to DVD sequels type shit. But these weren't.
Which,
These unfortunately were still put out in theater.
I mean, I'll say this as someone that doesn't think the Cars movies are special. I think they're all equally quality. In the sense of like, because that was one of the unfortunate things. I forgot to bring a laptop, so I couldn't watch shit from my home server, and had to watch live TV for the first time in fucking years, which was god awful. So the wife and I ended up marathoning fucking Cars as we were trying to go to bed. And going from Cars 1 to 2 to 3 back to back with commercials in between, I can definitively say they're all of equal quality. But as someone that doesn't find them to be that phenomenal films to
I
begin
actually
with.
really liked Cars.
I think Cars is definitely towards the bottom of that list for me, but I think there is a drop off between 2 and 3 for sure.
Interesting, because I think I might like Cars a little more than a couple other movies on there. Honestly, I think it might just be because it's more fresh to me, maybe. But
This man has the worst case of recency bias ever.
Yeah, he just really loves Larry the Cable Guy.
the you know, like unironically, I don't care for The Incredibles. Like, I think on the bottom of, like, if I had to put something on the bottom of that list, I mean, again, you're saying that I said all these are fucking immaculate movies, so like a perfect list is gonna have to have something on the bottom. I didn't really
Yeah,
resonate.
that's where Cars goes.
I didn't resonate with The Incredibles as much, honestly. I thought it was cool. I still like it a lot, but it just maybe on rewatch of 2, maybe. I know that's also one getting.
You know what?
Getting a
To be
sequel.
fair, you know what? To be fair though, I think you weren't really into Cape shit prior to basically the MCU, right?
Yeah, I mean, even I wasn't even in really the MCU until after, in between Ragnarok and Infinity War.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that shit hit hard for me. It's like, oh, this is like Fantastic Four, but it's Pixar. Let's fucking go.
That stuff never, and it feels very much like a big love letter to like the early superhero stuff that like.
Oh yeah,
And that's why it doesn't.
That makes perfect sense now. Yeah.
Like again, I'm telling you, like these are like immaculate movies on that end. I'm kind of a sucker for the old mentor coming out of his like of his old age to kind of like help out the young one, you know, on there. So like when Doc and Lightning McQueen were like right there, and you know Doc's up there, I'm like, oh, this guy's a fucking legend. You know he is, right? Like, you know this, he's not gonna win this shit because he's gonna hold back, but you know this guy's a fucking, you know this guy's a legend. So I liked where it went with that. That was fun. Plus also maybe I'm a little more biased on that end. Just the landscape of Route 66 and all that. That's just something I live in, you know. So it's cool to like get a world where I'm so familiar with that area just in general.
Fair.
So I got some bias on that for sure. But I mean, afterwards, you're looking at like unfortunately after Toy Story 3, Cars 2, Brave, and Monsters University. I've not seen Brave. I've not heard very many great
Brave
things.
is good.
I've not heard like amazing things about it. I've heard it was like good. Yeah, then Inside Out brings it back a bit.
Shit. So also, if you're ever in trivia and there's a Disney trivia, this has come up numerous times for me. The only Disney princess that is not a Disney princess is Merida because she's a Pixar Disney princess.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yep.
I thought it was just because she was Scottish.
Yeah, it was one of those.
So on this list now, I've not seen Cars 2, Brave, The Good Dinosaur. I forget if I've seen Finding Dory or not. Cars 3, Luca, Turning Red, Lightyear. I think at that point,
You're not missing anything with The Good Dinosaur and all.
I am excited to see that one because that one's far and away the one I've heard the worst about. Because I've heard a lot of people just not into that one at all.
I really wasn't too big into the what was the it was the Tom Holland one where they're like It
Elemental.
was him and his bro. Yeah, no,
No.
it was in
Onward.
Onward. Yeah, it was
I actually liked Onward. I
actually,
thought that was
or was
cute.
that or
it
was
was
that Luca?
it was okay. No, Luca. I like Luca. That was the Italian one.
Yeah, Tom Holland. Yeah, I was Onward. I actually liked Onward. That was I'll always remember that one because that was the one I
Mhm.
watched before the pandemic hit forever. Uh,
It definitely feels like a pandemic movie.
I'm excited to rewatch Soul. I think that one might have gotten the biggest shaft out of every Pixar movie just because of
Yeah.
how it had to be released there. Because, dude, you just got Nine Inch Nails to make a fucking Pixar soundtrack. It's kind of fucking crazy. The music goes so crazy in there too. I'm really excited to rewatch Soul and see where that lands on it because I loved Soul. Um, but yeah, no, I liked Elio. Inside Out 2 was all right. I'm excited to watch Lightyear now. I'm like I've not heard. I've avoided that thing like a plague. So we'll see how that goes.
Still think it's crazy Inside Out got a sequel. I feel like that's one that you just don't need a sequel of.
It made sense with what they did with it though.
Yeah, it makes sense. I didn't dislike
It
it.
makes sense if you want to make money off of a studio that needs to put out content for you.
No, I mean it makes sense in the same way that like Toy Story, 3 makes sense. The movie's growing with kind of the audience.
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what I
Well,
mean?
Toy Story 3 was an ending. Like that was they were capping it off with an ending.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I again,
Inside Out didn't need a sequel.
I see it that Inside Out's about just your different feelings, and then as you grow into a teen, you get a lot more different feelings. I mean, just on paper, that just makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Um,
Now give us the one where she's an alcoholic in her fucking 20s.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If that makes sense, and Inside Out 3, 4, 5 for every stage of her life makes sense, right?
Yeah, fucking give us her in her 20s where she's the gifted kid that fucking has the biggest fucking crash out ever.
and Inside Out
She's
ends
fucking
with
high on opiates.
Inside Out and 8 ends with Johnny Cash's Hurt.
Yeah, and she blows her fucking brains out.
I'm excited for Gato, that one coming up here. That seems kind of it'll be fun.
Yes.
But yeah, I think it was what let me go pull that up real quick. It's Incredibles 3, Monsters Inc., Coco 2, and
Coco's another one I just feel like does not need a sequel.
I wholeheartedly agree with that. I'm kind of curious to where you even go with that.
It's kind of one of those things that just reeks of like Disney being like, we have to get another one because they did that whole thing with like Little Mermaid and Aladdin back in the day. It's like these are great standalone movies. We don't need a sequel to this shit.
Well, the Toy Story 2 was actually going to be a direct to DVD.
Exactly. Like,
until
and Toy
Pixar
Story
came in and
2
said, "Let's
is
not
one of
do
my
that."
least favorite ones out of it now.
And I rewatched it, and I kind of agree. Like everyone's like, people are like, "Oh, I fucking loved it." Everyone's like, I mean, like it was good again. And a list of like absolute bangers is like still above billions. Like it's still awesome and incredible. But like I didn't really connect with it on that rewatch. Like I fucking love Bullseye. Bullseye is the goat. There's some it's funny gags. You see someone mention that Toy Story didn't really become an emotional film until 3, and I half agree, half disagree. I think 3 definitely like amped it up to 12, but I mean 1 and 2 still definitely have their moments. I mean literally the fucking Jesse montage is during 2, like it's definitely not like it's just like nothing. But no, yeah, I definitely my ranking right now would be Toy Story 1 and 3 are kind of interchangeable to me. It just depends on the moment. But let's just say Toy Story 3, 1, 5, 2, 4.
Yeah, that's probably right. So I'd probably move 4 above 2 now.
Interesting. I didn't see that. I don't think 2 really moved the needle in a lot of ways. I think it was cool, but it felt filler for sure.
Yeah.
That one felt filler. But yeah, no, I could see that coming. You're fucking with greatness by making a Coco 2, and I'm kind of curious as to where that goes because I don't know where you go. Like, I want to trust in them enough, but we'll see. Coco is the one that I've not rewatched since theater because that shit broke me, and it keeps following me. It keeps fucking following me. Like, I have it like on 4K, I think too. Never rewatched it. I bought it. I was I was at the juvenile center and the boys wanted to watch that. I the students wanted to watch it this last time. Uh, at we had a hospital run for someone recently, and there was Coco was playing on it. It's like it's trying to follow me, watch me rewatch it. But I'm like, I already watch it when I get to it. But
Yeah.
you got to really fucking knock that out of the park there for that because uh, Coco is just so fucking just bookended perfectly. I think. I am very excited to rewatch Wall-E. I think probably the most though. I've not. I that's one I haven't revisited. I just know I loved it.
Yeah, probably ever more poignant now since we're definitely getting closer to the heat death of the Earth.
Shit's gonna like be a little bit too real. Well,
Right.
what's everyone's top 3 Pixar?
Mm.
Hmm.
I have to have a think on that for a second.
Because I was telling him right now. I was like, my Toy Story ranking right now, 1 and 3 are very interchangeable, just depending on my mood. But for like this very second, it goes 3, 1, 5, 2, 4.
Yeah, I'd probably say Toy Story 3, A Bug's Life, and then probably Incredibles.
Okay. I think I'd probably
And
go.
probably no like specific order there. Besides, I'd probably
Yeah.
put Bug's Life above all above the other ones because I really love Bug's Life.
Bugs Life is good. I'm bummed that that's the one that didn't really get the sequel because it could have gone with that one
Right.
for sure. I would probably put Toy Story 3 to Coco into either Up or Toy Story 1.
Yeah, no order because I'm horrible at deciding an order. Toy Story 3, Coco, and Incredibles for me.
Interesting. I know Turning Red, I know that you mentioned you like that a lot. I'm excited to see that.
Yeah,
That was
thoroughly
phenomenal.
enjoyed it.
Hoppers is actually really underrated. I
No.
adored that.
Hoppers is it feels like it's unfortunate because it feels like Disney didn't have confidence in it. So they didn't really market it as much as they should have. Hoppers is like it felt like for the first time since like let's see, because Luca, Turning Red, Lightyear, Elemental, Inside Out 2, Elio. Like I liked Elio. I wasn't like jazzed about it, but I think Hoppers might have been my most liked Pixar movie since like Soul.
Yeah.
And it was actually surprising. I didn't think you were gonna get me with that because it looked kind of goofy. Just again, I've avoided trailers, but it looked kind of goofy. But also, I walked out of there. I'm like, how is Disney not like foaming at the mouth for this shit? Because like literally, it's a really good movie. But also, all you have to do is just attach a crown to some fucking like Animal Kingdom plushies that you have like sitting in the back. Attach a crown to them, and you've just sold a bunch of Hoppers toys. Like, come on, it's so easy to market that shit. But yeah, Hoppers is actually really good. I was super impressed by that.
Yeah. Fantastic time with that film.
I don't
The
know.
only reason I didn't put it in my top 3 is because I didn't want it to be a recency bias thing.
It doesn't
for
touch
to
top
be
3.
there.
I don't think it touches top 3, but it's very.
I think there could be a day. I think there's a day where if I, look back fondly, rewatch it again, 5 years from now, I could see it being in there.
I could see. I mean, it's easy top 10.
Easy top 5. I mean, at
Top
least.
5's kind of insane though. When I mean, like I'm not saying that you're wrong with that because again, it's a really good movie. It's battling some heaters though when you're up there, dude.
Like at least 3 Toy Stories.
At least 3 Toy Stories.
Okay, to be fair, the way I criteria things is only
Yeah.
one series can have a representative in the top list to me.
I feel that.
Like you don't have one thing in there.
Mm,
Otherwise, I'd have Toy Story 1 and 3 in my top 3, and that's no. You got to have only one.
they're both very
series.
different enough though too. But I mean, you're fighting against like Finding Nemo, Monsters Inc., Bugs Life.
I hate Finding Nemo.
Wall-E. You hate Finding Nemo?
Yeah, I don't really care for it.
You know what? Funny enough, I wasn't like super amazed about it too, but I get surprised at how fucking dark that movie starts, dude. That movie is just like, damn, you really just
Well, dark and a lot of the humor for Finding Nemo really works for me too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's animal humor, right? So it's like if you're thinking about it, every fucking scene is a gag in some sort of fashion, somehow, some way. Just because they're kind of on that shit, which I appreciate. Like A Bug's Life is the funniest movie to watch if you're like stoned or something. Literally
I could,
every fucking scene is some sort of just like sight gag or something going on with some like bug thing, dude. It's so funny, funniest fucking movie ever. I'm gonna put this guy back up here. Uh,
oh
again,
yeah, aren't they like serving the flies poop or whatever
yeah,
at the bar?
yeah. Like literally, I was like dying watching that movie. Like that might be one of the funniest movies I've ever seen, just because of just like how many gags were constantly just at it. I'm like, oh my god. I'm realizing these like in real time. I'm like, okay, that's why that bug's doing that. Okay, cool. But yeah, no, Bug's Life is great. Too much Bug's Life erasure going on in the world.
No, god damn it.
It's unfortunate. They did bring a Heimlich as a shoulder strap
Thank
bag.
God. Hell yeah.
I almost want to grab that.
I love
thing.
Heimlich.
Yeah.
Also, weirdly, we didn't talk about it when it came out, but there's the Toy Story collection for retro gaming there. Came out on
Yes.
Switch. And A Bug's Life is the only non-Toy Story game in that collection.
I'm gonna grab that one eventually when it gets physical.
Me too. I love what was it, Toy Story 2, the one where you're playing as Buzz in the house.
Yes.
That
Right.
shit's
And then
so
they have the
good.
good version of Toy Story 3 on there.
Yeah. I'll grab that. But as I will say, I'm the reason, and I get it. Shit's bullshit though. Give the aliens some lines. Give them a fucking line for fuck's sake, dude. Shit.
Yeah, that was pretty lame.
Should piss me off. Like at least give everyone a fucking line at some point. That's such a layup on that end.
Yeah, if you're gonna bring a character back, they need to have a line. If it's just like oh hey look there they are, like what was the point?
That's all I was saying. I'm like it breaks an immaculate script into thinking like it's a little bit too marketing. Like we have to have these heroes in the background and sell some toys. So we're gonna sell these. If you don't have the aliens, we can't sell those toys. I'm like, all right, well then have them say something. Whatever, dude. The fucking claw payoff again. Amazing payoff. Shit's so funny. Like that. Shout outs to. I love when a franchise gets to be far enough that they can just pay themselves off on that end. I think that's just it's like you earn that shit. Go for it. All right. That was that. I watched the death of Robin Hood.
Oh yeah, how was that?
It was really good.
Hmm.
Amazing cinematography, gorgeous soundtrack. Shit's fucking bloody and gory as fuck. The first half, dude. Like
I just got so tired of seeing that trailer in theaters.
that's why I stopped watching trailers, brother. It feels good. I just ignore that shit like the fucking plague, dude. I'm on my phone like a fucking iPad kid every time I'm in the theater.
Well, it's a good thing that the last A24 movie before they get heavily involved with AI was good, right?
Gross.
Yeah,
Did you see that story?
No.
that bummed me out. I'm gonna pull it up real quick since we're talking about.
Yeah, so yeah, they got in bed with Google for 75 million or billion, or they're doing an AI investment into like they're trying to figure out how it can help them with like filming, shooting, production, pre-production, pretty much like any facet in filmmaking.
Thanks,
So
I
they're
hate
trying-
it.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll be talking about AI a little bit later too. I got a fun story about that.
Which is it's just so funny when your biggest movie of all time, your 20-year-old director that you're trying, or 21-year-old, sorry, he did have his birthday. Happy birthday, Keenan Parsons. Your fresh 21-year-old director is talking about how much he does not like AI in his interviews, and then you guys are like, oh, we're gonna do this now.
Right, fuck you, we're doing this.
Yeah, and I'm curious how much they will force it into other works, or if they're going to be more hands off to the people that don't want it to touch it.
The way they're, yeah, I mean, the way they're saying it is, and you can only take them for their. You only take them so far because you don't know what it's all PR speak, right? But by collaborating with filmmakers and industry leaders like A24 from the beginning, we can build new AI features to support artists and authentic, meaningful storytelling that helps enable the creative mind. We've been doing movies since since we were first able to even like hold like shit like on cameras like that. Like we don't need. I feel like
Right.
we figured this shit out. We're good.
Right, we don't need AI as a fucking muse, buddy. We have other shit to look at.
But what if an algorithm could tell you immediately how a test audience would react to what you're filming?
Good. Fuck you.
We would have lost a lot of movies, dude.
But like
Yeah, like-
that's the level of shit that they're thinking of. Like, oh, instead of having a test audience, what if an AI could just go ahead and predict how people would react, and we could just base it around that?
Well, it's so funny too because if that's how like things go, we're never gonna see a movie like Everything Everywhere All at Once ever again.
No.
So
Like,
especially A24, right? It's like you guys supposed to be the ones that are
Right.
like doing shit differently.
Right. That's
Genuinely the
literally your
bastion
film.
of like absolute creativity.
Yeah, no, it's unfortunate because that is what freaks me out is you don't get the challenging films anymore. If that's the case, if you guys go that route, you don't get the films that like try to do something differently because you can't predict that shit. That's the whole point. Is Obsession wasn't predicted by anyone. If it was, then studios would have been all like foaming at the mouth for that shit, but they weren't. That's the whole point. But fuck ever, I guess. Let's just I don't know. I'm hoping
But how else could we make money if we can't safely predict it'll make money?
I'm hoping it's not as bad as it makes it sound because I want to have faith because I love A24. But that was a bummer.
No, the second you say you're getting in bed with AI, especially fucking Google AI, I have no faith in you. Full stop.
Yeah,
You have lost any faith that has been built at that point.
which is valid. That's fair, and it is my favorite production studio. But you just feel a little weird that you're trying to do something like that.
Yep. No, for sure.
I can't imagine they didn't realize there'd be some sort of like
Yeah, like what do you think was gonna come from this? Like it has to be purely like a shareholder thing, right?
it has to. I don't. Yeah, because like this landscape has been so fucking slander towards AI stuff. Like, and you guys are the studio of like the art house studio. You know, I guess less so. They've
Right.
been trying to branch out and be a more bigger production studio now. But
Well, I mean, even then, like Death of Robin Hood or whatever, that's super like an artsy fartsy movie, well, at least from like what
Yeah.
the trailers like showing of it.
yeah, no, I mean they still are putting that stuff out there, right? Even Backrooms is artsy in that end. You know, they still are, but it's like I know like they want to do like the Texas Chainsaw. They're doing like big deals, like we mentioned, like with that stuff, right? They want to do more bigger stuff, but you can't have made this deal without realizing like, oh, this is gonna piss off a lot of people.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking it's like a shareholder thing, right? Because like the general audience is gonna fucking hate it, especially the audience that they've like curated,
Oh
right?
yeah, this is
Are
Are
audience
they
that will
publicly
care.
traded?
Well, I mean, just like the people that put investment behind it, right? Like the people that are actively backing it.
That's what I'm kind of curious about.
It says it's private, but
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah, if
whoever's
it's
funding
private,
the
then
studio.
anyone that throws money at it is basically saying it has no actual sway in what goes on.
Right. So they're wanting to get more money from people is the issue, probably.
Yeah, basically they're hoping to get more money by saying, "Hey, look at what we're doing."
Right.
Now-
We're investing in AI heavily. You want to give us money now? It's like,
Now-
oh, you're investing in AI. We can give you less money because the AI is doing more work, right?
now the only base thing A24 could do right now is say we took their money and we're not doing any of that shit.
Right.
That'd be base as fuck.
Just continue pumping out movies, and then like 10 years later, like, oh yeah, we just use that as capital.
That'd be base. That'd be an A24.
That would be
aspect
one of the
there.
most base things. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
We use that to buy like the IP for blah blah blah. Like, oh, okay. We bought Gremlins. We're remaking Gremlins.
We used
We got
it.
the entire rights to David Lynch's catalog.
we
Let's
lied.
go.
We're sorry. We used all that AI tech to just ask what IP should we buy with this money. They gave us an answer. We bought that and then we threw it all away afterwards. So
We will now be releasing a Eraserhead remake. Let's go.
that'd be the only base thing. They're not gonna do that, but that'd be base as fuck. So I guess we'll see. But I mean, shout out to Neon. That's all I'm gonna say.
Right.
Neon's still there. Neon's still chilling.
Neon would never.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I love that studio though, but we'll see.
Ew.
What?
They do have a board of directors, and Jared Kushner is part of it.
I feel like I remember hearing that at some point.
That's
So
disgusting.
random.
Kind of makes more sense now about the AI.
Which one? Who's that guy again?
He's Donald Trump's son-in-law.
Yeah, that's Ivanka's husband, I believe.
And he's heavily in bed with AI.
AI and a bunch of other
Children.
uh
Whoop, nope, I didn't say that.
oh,
My bad.
oh god.
I didn't say
Well,
that. My bad. I was talking about something else. Don't worry about it. David, what'd you play this week?
not a whole lot.
Hell yeah.
I binged through a fan hack of the Pokemon TCG on Game Boy Color called TCG Neo, which
Okay.
basically just put the gold, silver, crystal Pokemon in there. It was a fun time, but didn't have a ton of time for gaming. It was basically just, downtime while doing shit. So,
That's fair. Kels?
Oh yeah. Yeah, so I mentioned it earlier, still working through Kingdom Hearts 1. I made it to Neverland finally. So
one of
been
the
loving
worst worlds in that one.
right. That and Monstro fucking suck. But
Fuck Monstro.
we're almost there. We're almost there. We beat I got through Halloween Town, one of my favorites, one of the goats. Halloween Town's one of those worlds that's just consistently good in like every game that it's in, I feel like.
Yeah.
And yeah, so we're getting there. We're almost there.
Also, shout outs to, because I presume you're playing on like the HD remake version, right?
Yeah.
Shout outs to Final Mix for making the ultimate weapon the most grindiest bullshit fucking thing to get. Because in the
Yeah.
original PS2 release, it wasn't that bad. But when I went through Kingdom Hearts 1 recently on the HD collection, I was like, man, what? I feel like why am I missing so many items to make the fucking Ultimate Keyblade? I don't remember it being this difficult to get. And then I realized it's because there's like 8 different components you need from like very specific spawns that are rare spawns in 4 different worlds. And I'm like, you can go fuck yourself, especially when one of them is like an insanely rare spawn chance in Agrabah, and you have to kill it in a very specific way in order for the chance for the item to drop.
Yeah, one of them is so you have to go to the Bazaar room in
Yes.
Alice in Wonderland, and you have to get the rare spawn, and then it's like a wave battle. You have to battle through 5 waves and not get damaged in order to get the drop. Yeah, no, I in the original PS2 one, I remember making it. Like I did it.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't an
Wasn't
issue.
bad.
This one, it's like, oh my god, this is ridiculous. You have to have a guide for this shit.
They added so much wild grinding in Final Mix that was unnecessary, which is unfortunate because I even wanted to do the secret boss in there that they added for
Yeah.
Final Mix. But even getting to the point where you could challenge it was a fucking nightmare. I spent so much time grinding Ice Titan to level up that I'm like, this isn't fucking worth it. I'm not having fun anymore.
Yeah, and it kind of does bum me out because that's one of those things I was wanting to do. I was wanting to go ahead and not 100% it, but I was wanting to do like the ultimate weapon and do the final secret bosses, blah blah blah, and just kind of get the full experience for it. But it's
Yeah.
shit like that. It's like, yeah, I don't know if I want to.
Yeah, first and foremost, the fact that you even bother to add in a secret boss that's harder than the Sephiroth fight, fuck you.
Right.
And second of all, the fact that unless you're a god at the game, it's basically undoable unless you're nearly maxed out. And the fastest way to level up in the fucking game is either to do the Traverse Town loop or to basically parry the Ice Titan for hours on end. Fuck off.
Perfect.
All that is to say, I do still love Kingdom Hearts 1, but
Oh, yeah.
goddamn, are you going to Chain next? Are you doing the proper order or are you skipping to 2?
Yeah, no, I think I'm gonna go ahead and play Chain, because I have never played them in the proper order, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Because I feel like I can probably power through Chain pretty quickly, and then I'm gonna take my time through 2, because 2 is gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait for it.
Yeah, the slowest part of Chain is going through Sora's story in it because you have to like grind for cards, whereas Riku has a fixed deck. So you don't have to grind for anything. It's just you once you start Riku's story, that is all he ever gets. You don't have to grind for anything. It's just hope you've figured out how to play this game by now, asshole. Enjoy.
Yeah, I'm kind of
And
excited for
well,
that too, because I don't feel like I don't remember doing the Riku side of the story whenever I played it originally, because I remember playing it on the Game Boy Advance back in the day, so
yes.
it'll be fun.
They took out a lot of the fun shit from the Game Boy Advance version. There were a lot of like stupid fun broken combos you could do that are not there anymore in this version. But it was kind of nice playing it in a 3D environment. It really messed with my head because I played the hell out of the GBA version. Like I said, Chain of Memories is my favorite Kingdom Hearts. Not the best. I will unequivocally say 2 is the best Kingdom Hearts, full stop. But Chain of Memories is my favorite. And playing that in 3D for the first time was such a weird and disjointed mess. But it's not too bad. It's a good time, all in all.
Hell yeah. But I think my algorithms found out that I've been playing Kingdom Hearts because now
Oh, no.
YouTube's been serving me up like all the different like um top 5 keyblades, lore dumps, blah blah blah, like everything.
Here's the
about
secret cutscene that you only get if you do these certain requirements. It's like, yes, please show me the Keyblade graveyard. Yes, show me that. That
Right.
thing that in the early 2000s I was amazed by what that could be and wouldn't still be relevant until 2020.
Yeah, the giant empty fucking level that you made me. Thank you. Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Yeah, but my algorithms figured out I'm playing, so that's been cool. Other than that, been playing Marvel Rivals. Me and Adrian got down on it. Cyclops is hella fun. Been having a lot of fun with him. But yeah, that's about it. How about you, Adrian?
Before I get to that really quick. I had something to mention beforehand, but I lost track of that. I guess let me say it real quick before I get to this. I'll have this up. No, I've been going through that weird gaming drought. Don't know what I want to do. Then just vegging on the couch, just playing solitaire while listening to like true crime shit.
Hell yeah.
It's been kind of a good zen. I got through about an hour. I got about 2 hours into FF7 remake. I'm wondering if that's the move. I go from 7 remake to Advent Children to not to Advent Children to the 7 remake to Crisis Core. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Crisis Core is a
Crisis Core
prequel.
into Rebirth. I played that.
Tell you what, it's gonna be a very disjointed gameplay experience.
That's the point. That's the point, though. I don't want it to be one long from remake. If I got remake Rebirth, I will die.
Well, with how Rebirth starts, I guess it kind of makes sense to do Crisis Core in between.
It makes sense to do it because basically you need Crisis Core fresh in your brain to go into it. But
it's kind of what I did with Breath of the Wild into the
Age of whatever.
Yeah.
Did you do Crisis Core before? Or
no, I never finished it. So I figure at this point because I'm getting through it all again. But
the deep lore.
Part of me is like, I don't know. I feel like should I just jump to Rebirth, but I'm just kind of going through it. But I don't have to like think about all this stuff. I'm kind of just getting through the cutscenes and getting the gameplay down because 7 remake is so fun to play. So that's fine. It is what it is on that.
Then you still got to watch Advent Children. You still got to play Dirge of Cerberus.
Yeah, I've watched Advent Children. Not gonna play Dirge of Cerberus. That's not happening.
No, you got to play it. You understand the literal deep core there.
Yeah, watch the third one's literally gonna have like a callback to Dirge of Cerberus, probably.
Well, we already had that in the second part. The super boss is all from Dirge of Cerberus.
Well, I'm just imagining like there's gonna be like some gameplay like throwback whenever you're playing as Vincent.
Oh, they've already confirmed that.
Right.
Vincent basically has gameplay elements from Dirge of Cerberus, and in interviews that have come out, they've basically confirmed that a lot of Dirge of Cerberus is in the final part.
Yeah, Adrian's not gonna know what the fuck he's playing, man. What the hell?
He's gonna. At least he'll know who Gokt is. Well, I mean, he'll have a concept of who Gokt is because of Crisis Core, at least. But he's not gonna know the bigger reason why Gokt is important.
Kels, whenever David talks for extended period of time, does it crackle a little bit? Next time you
all right. Yeah, I'll call it out. I'll say, hey,
stop crackling.
Hey, listen.
I just saw that the Jackass guys each got a star as a constellation, making a penis in the sky. Now called Little Dicker.
Hell yeah!
And they got each of the casts to have a star that embodies that. So shouts to that. I'm so excited to watch that this weekend.
Me too. I'm very hyped.
Yeah. Started Patapon. I was wondering if that was the move.
wide variety of games.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard just finding one that I'm like, all right, cool, I'm into. Cause
No, it's always the worst feeling when nothing's hitting.
so, and the issue is that it's just the ADHD, dude. Like I can't. I get so exhausted starting a game.
Yeah.
I get fucking
See, I'm the
sleepy.
opposite. I lock the fuck in, and then like once I get like 75% of the way through is whenever I'm like, oh god,
If it
No.
doesn't stay too long, then sure. But honestly, it's weird. Like I do, I'm probably more on David where it's hard as fuck to get me to start a game. I'm exhausted. I don't want to do it. It's like the first 5 hours of the game drag into like 10 hours. But then once I get into it, I'll even want 100% it sometimes. I'm like, yeah, no, let's just
Yeah.
keep it going.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
completely opposite. Like I'll lock in. I'll be like, whoa, I just played this game for 12 hours. So god damn, my Saturday's gone.
I
Yeah, no,
wish.
for me it's kind of like if I finish a game, then that's when it sets in because it's like, I just had an experience. I need to let my brain rest. And then it's like, okay, what do we follow that experience up with next? And then that's where I have the decision paralysis of like, nothing's really scratching the itch.
Hmm. Yeah, and then being remake, I'm like, I already played this game already. It wasn't like Breath of the Wild where I technically didn't finish it, but I mean, it has been fucking 6 years since remake, which is crazy to say. Uh, so I'm like, yeah, it's still kind of fresh enough, I guess.
I feel like remake there's like a certain point where it all starts just kind of like flying by though.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah, once you get out of the sewer bullshit, I feel like it starts
Yeah.
feeling better.
Right.
And especially if you're doing New Game Plus, it goes fucking quick unless you raise the difficulty.
Yeah. Um. Let's hold on. What is this? Let's see. Disney was once close to acquiring Twitter at a very attractive price. The plan was to transform Twitter into a global distribution platform for Disney. Bob Iger backed out on the morning of the deal because he feared it would become a horrible distraction.
Ugh.
God, if only imagine that timeline.
You know what? Maybe better than this one currently, though.
Yeah, who knows?
That's what I mean.
instead of just racist bots, it's just aggressive
Bots.
Disney adults.
Yeah, like, hey, go to Disneyland, buy your fucking Sully pizza. Comes with blue pepperoni. Fucking enjoy, asshole.
Remember when before Twitter was just like inundated with bots that would just post uh K-pop everywhere. Like every post you would see, it would be a reply with the top reply would be some like GIF of some K-pop thing, and that's all it was.
Well, for a
Yeah.
while there, it was just like sex bots.
Yep, that was an era too. I want to see if someone like document all the eras of Twitter because
Yeah, all the different
I
metas,
don't.
I've been through it, dude.
the different Twitter metas.
Yeah. Oh man. Good
God, one of
times.
the best things I ever did in my life was just leaving social media. It's a great fucking time.
It is. The next thing I need to do is just stop using the phone.
I don't see that's one I do feel bad for because I've never understood the addiction to the phone. Like a phone is there to serve a purpose to communicate. If I don't have a reason to communicate with people, why am I looking at it?
Dopamine. I did.
Yeah,
So
I've never gotten dopamine from my phone. It's there to serve a purpose. It is a tool.
you also don't use a fancy phone though, right?
No, I do. I have a Pixel.
Mm,
I have the high end Pixel.
he has a fucking Pixel. That's funny. I have like YouTube
Look at that
constantly
beauty.
playing. I have YouTube play constantly.
Yeah, but that's not engaging with my phone. That's just listening to shit.
Which I guess I have to engage with every once in a while, especially if it's a short form video or at least like a 20-minute video. I don't know. It's annoying. I definitely need to tone it down a little bit. Actually, just put a night mode on it to use my brick on when I'm done with this podcast to start like getting away a little bit. But yeah, the girlfriend had her phone break. She had to take it to the Apple store, and she was like
Yeah.
having to like fight with it for the day where she just had that instinct to like grab her phone, and she's like, can't do that. She was kind of like she's kind of like just waddling around, like not sure what to do. And then I was gonna joke with her. I'm like, she's like, I feel funny. I was like, it's the lack of dopamine. She's like, no, it's not that. I'm like, sure, we get her phone, and the first thing she's playing some game because I guess she wanted some game on the Switch, but it went to Apple Arcade recently. She's been like addicted to that phone. So like the second we pick her phone, she's in the passenger side. Just I'm like, how's it
Speaking of
going?
what, shout out to Pokemon Champions on mobile now.
Oh, is it?
I know what I'll be doing during my work days now.
But I think they have something weird with like how many systems you can have an account on or some shit. Because I seen someone.
Yes, you
bitching
can
about
only
that on
have
Twitter.
one mobile device to your account. You can't like hop mobile devices.
Yeah.
A
Damn.
lot of people that have both iPads and iOS phones were pissed about it.
Yeah. Interesting. David, we have any news this week?
We got a bunch of news.
Hit us.
So we'll start with Valve. Shout outs. We finally have a price for the Steam machine at $1,050.
Without
Jesus.
controller.
Yeah. No
Without
controller.
controller. Just the cube, the Gabe cube.
It makes me wonder how much I'm gonna be invested in gaming at this point, dude. Like I've been slowing down on stuff. If I stop gaming or if I stop buying stuff now, I can live off this shit forever. Like it's not a big deal, but also
I mean, especially even in the PC space though, like you can get a decent computer rig that is better than the Steam Cube for that same price. Like there's almost no point in getting the cube.
Yeah. No. At this point, it's like I kind of wanted it for the novelty and just to kind of like replace the Xbox in the living room.
at
But now at this
750,
point,
I was 100% on board.
Yes.
750.
oh yeah,
Which was
for
the
sure.
original price. They were shooting for 750, which honestly 750 is that sweet spot of like, okay, it's technically weaker than the PlayStation 5 and the Series X, but 750 is such a novelty to have my entire PC game library on the living room TV. Okay,
Right.
sure. But you know what? I have a gaming laptop. I'm not desperate enough to do that when,
Yep.
oh no, I just take my gaming laptop downstairs and I hook it up instead of having a dedicated box for it now.
Yeah, no, at that price, it's like, all right, I'll just get an Xbox Series X. It's like I don't need this. I can get something cheaper that'll serve my purposes and call it
Yeah,
good.
you can get the PS5 Pro and the disk drive add-on for it still for cheaper.
Yeah, I struggle to think this is anyone that's trying to newly hop into the Steam library. So at this point, so just so you can just have the at a bigger convenience of having your Steam library just in a living room setting. Which all right.
But I feel like that's it can't be that because if you're already targeting the PC gamer market,
Yeah,
the entire PC gaming market is founded on weird fucking people who are like, I'm gonna fucking water cool this with the goddamn pool that I have outside. You know, it is literally the tinkerer's market. The initial point of the Steam Cube is basically the same thing of what they were doing with the Steam Deck, where it's like, hey, this is basically your entry level grandma or someone who's only known console life can go ahead and ease into it. There is no one that is an actual PC gamer that is looking at this and going, bet. This is basically now the hard sell to the console fans.
Well, yeah, and I mean this is a hard sell like to me still. Like it's because again I am the one that I don't like messing with anything whatsoever. I hate tinkering with shit. Give me the best convenience I can and the best possibility when it comes to that. And I have a massive Steam library, right? So like I am that, but at double the cost of what I was pretty okay with. I don't know. I'm more inclined to just get a dock for my Steam Deck at that point, and just like do that. I don't know. It's weird. Like I was definitely the market for this, and I'd be lying if I said I still wasn't tempted. Just because again, at this point, I'm only tempted just because like I've never had so much validation of being a first adopter than it has been for this generation. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it's been great being
Every
first adopter.
console this gen has gone up in value, including the fucking Steam Deck, which is wild.
Yeah, so like part of me that was a good rush in my brain where I'm like, damn, maybe I should start buying this shit more often day one. Hell yeah, brother. 1,500's a lot because that's the one I would want too.
Yeah.
I always go for like the highest end model. Like I've done that with the AYN Thor. I did that with the Steam Deck, the LCD model.
isn't it just for a 2 terabyte also? Like
Yes.
that's just their high end one. That's so silly.
But the reason why, and it makes sense, which is fucking wild, is that Valve during their negotiations were talking with RAM companies, and basically every RAM company they talked with said, "Take our price, or we're just not going to work with you." Full stop.
No, they admittedly Valve got fucked big time in a lot of this too,
Yeah.
especially because they're not like a loss leader in anything. This is just it's
I
just
mean, they could just not made it.
yeah. But I mean, they're already so far deep in the development of that thing. They're like, well,
Yeah, like at this point, you've spent so much R&D and development, like you were literally already ready to basically launch it when all this shit happened.
and they were waiting it out
You
too
weren't
long,
not
and they were waiting
releasing
it down to
this
see
at
if it
this
would go
point.
down. It's like, no, you guys should have just launched it immediately. That was
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Honestly, I think the big thing that was the kind of like, you know what, you guys should have just eaten it, is honestly on the cost. Like Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, they all eat the cost on their consoles because they know they're luring you in on the fact that they're going to make sales on all the games as well. But let's be honest, it's fucking Valve.
They
They
make
can
30%
afford
on
to go
every
ahead and
sale
eat the cost.
regardless. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're already ripping these developers off.
Valve can afford to eat the cost on the console because at the end of the day, again, while yes, it is not a lockdown platform, and there are weirdos like me who are going to look at the fucking Steam Cube and go, okay, Steam OS is cute, but I'm going to throw a different OS on there because that's what I do. At most people buying it are basically like, it's baby's first gaming PC experience. They're gonna just be locked into their Steam library anyways because they're not gonna know better or not want to because they're like Adrian, I want the convenience. I have a Steam library, it's huge. Give me I don't have to think about it box I throw under the fucking TV and it just goes. And that's gonna be the majority of people buying this.
Which
So I don't know why Valve was so reticent on it when they know at the end of the day it's going to be the majority of people buying it anyway.
I think that's why though, right? Is like the ones that are gonna buy it no matter what, and the ones who are iffy on it are not gonna are not the ones that have never touched Steam to begin with though, right? Like the ones who are probably iffy like us, we're still gonna either buy stuff off PC or buy stuff off the Steam Deck already. You know, like it doesn't really matter. They don't need to eat the cost because that people are already locked on the platform regardless, and they're gonna buy stuff on there regardless. Like in theory, it's good customer practice for that, sure, but like
But that's what I'm saying is like Valve's whole logic for why they didn't just eat the cost of it is because they're expecting their power user base to just not use Steam OS.
When's this shit gonna end? It was so funny because that was a lull for a second where it was all the crypto stopped being such a pain in the ass, and RAM was like at a feasible cost for like 2 months, like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. For like 2 months, it was fine, and then everything shot the fuck back up again.
Too many people were laughing at Will Smith eating spaghetti, and this is what happens.
Is there not an AI bubble though? I mean, we just had that talk with fucking A24 though on that end, but I feel like there has to be some sort of like.
There is, but it's kind of like the housing bubble where it's like it's gonna burst, but it's gonna be a while before we really see it happen.
Well, not only that, but it kind of is bursting, but you're just not seeing like the effects of it. Like right now, there's like so much bullshit happening with like the data centers trying to go up, like especially here in Oklahoma. But like all these small towns are like very violent. Yeah. They're fighting against it like tooth and nail, and like it's kind of crazy to watch because there's like a bunch of like the was it like the First Amendment, like free speech advocates are trying to go to like these different town hall meetings and videotape and shit, and people are getting thrown out and stuff because they're just like completely against it type shit.
Yeah, which is good because that shit is not productive. I'll just fuck everything up and like.
Well, a lot of it's like super underhanded too. It's like backroom deals and just kind of like promises written on napkins type shit, right? It's like
people that's the thing. Gamers Nexus, shout out to them. They have an amazing video series talking about this, and I highly recommend it. They always do phenomenal fucking work when it comes to deep journalism. So much of it is basically corporations giving each other pretend money and just being like, okay, we don't actually have on hand the $4 billion needed to produce this, but we promise we're going to give it to you so that way you can then promise you're going to give us the $4 billion for the thing we're going to make with the thing we're buying from you. So that way we can then go ahead and promise to give you back the $4 billion by buying another thing we need to make the thing that we need to create the next thing that we need. And it's just this huge fucking game of everyone playing with pretend money that doesn't physically exist, but getting away with it because that's how business works.
It's kind of it's annoying to search like in Google, right? It's like Google's essentially your search on Google is no longer a Google search. It is an AI prompt, and you're no longer getting
Yes.
the chance to even go to the website. It's scraping the website and giving you the info on top without actually ever going to the website.
Which, granted, I haven't used Google in like 3 years, but it is funny to see the fucking post from it. Again, shout outs to Germany for being the first country to hold Google legally responsible for anything that comes up that people try to do on their AI search engine. Because goddamn, that's fucking funny to me.
What happened?
Oh, so there was a lot of users that were doing Google searches that found unintentionally super dangerous shit, and there's been a few deaths reported from it. And Germany became the first country to basically say, "Hey, for any deaths or like injuries that happen because your AI search engine tool gives incorrect information to people, you are legally liable for it."
Good.
And it sucks because like the younger generation doesn't really quite get it. They barely already Google search as it is, but they don't know like the little things like the if you hit minus AI at the end of a Google search, it won't have any
The younger
AI prompt.
generation has no concept of Boolean. Come on now. If it's not in the headline of an article, they don't care about reading anything further.
Right.
They are more boomer than boomers, which is the wildest fucking thing to me.
Right. They don't grasp that. I mean, the way I've had to use that is they at least maybe the last like wave of it. These guys are understanding that we are vehemently against Wikipedia because it's for the same reason, right? You're not Wikipedia is the same thing as AI, which is like it's a compilation, but it's not actually giving you the source. You need to actually go dive into the
Yeah.
actual source.
Yeah, but
Well,
that
the
was also
difference.
beaten to us when we were going through school of like, yeah, just
Well,
because there's this kind of congregation here.
well, the difference is Wikipedia is source cited and like everything's like
Yes.
hyperlinked correctly. So like it's very easily to tell where to find the information and where it's sourced from.
People still sift through that shit and like actually check it versus AI, which will spit out whatever you want to as long as you word it correctly, and it'll cite Reddit posts and Facebook posts.
Yeah,
And
was it? It can't spell like strawberry, right?
Yes.
is that what it
They
was?
Or I
can't
think
figure
there's
out how many R's are in strawberry.
Yeah.
well, there's even an input that you can give it. It's like a number based input. It'll just spit out the same answer for the first time every time, like no
Yep.
matter what.
I mean, you can always just skew the wording to make it agree with
And
you.
isn't it because it's like what? It's a language software, so that's why it's
Yeah.
usually like a was it self fulfilling or whatever? Because it's always trying to like please you
Yeah.
type of shit.
Correct. And also, it's not intended for mathematics. So anytime you try to throw numericals at it, it's not designed for doing numericals. It can if it has, again, enough language to go through numericals. But again, this is the limitation of software that people are not fucking grasping is that, like, it's designed to basically all AI at the end of the day is meant to be is like a giant, it is the super search engine and people don't use it as such. And it is not being touted as such, and it's no longer being designed as such. And that's part of all this fucking headache involved here.
I've said it before though, as is I'm okay with up until like the generative stuff, in which case it's like it's a big power suck just generating shit like this. Um, anything that could be used just to make the menial tasks a little easier, especially coming from like places like again like education where there's so much red tape with stuff that just like sometimes I'm like, damn, I just want to teach my classroom, bro. I don't want to have to deal with all this shit. Um, there's moments like that that can be you could tap into the clinkers a little bit to like alleviate that workload. But once you start hitting to the creativity realm and you start generating shit and stuff like that, it's a bit annoying. It was silly
Which
for
actually acts as a Oops, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's still at the very beginning when it was like dumb AI stuff, but now it's trying too hard and it's making things too weird. David,
Yeah, well, you enjoyed your fucking AI Seinfeld while you could, huh?
I did. I stand by that shit. That was great. That shit was great.
But that leads perfectly into the next bit of news here, which is one of the most hilariously written articles I've seen in a while. This is from Windows Central, and it is a report on another report, which was doing a deep dive into the AI stigma that has been noticed on Steam. And an initial investigator, where's his fucking name? Because I want to name and shame this fucking clown. Where's your name? Uh,
Mike Hawk.
Burton, something Burton. I don't know where your first name is hiding. But something Burton is one of the biggest fucking clowns. Because he's gone ahead and he's done a deep dive, and Windows Central did a deep dive of his deep dive. And basically what has been kind of unveiled is that there is an AI stigma going around with Steam games, in which it has been confirmed numerically at this point that there is a 60% likelihood of AI games not ever being touched by people. So they went ahead and they measured existing studios, new studios, studios that it was like their second release, and their first game didn't have AI at all, but the second game used AI involvement, or long existing studios that they're just trying out AI for the first time, and they discovered that for new kind of independent studios, for games released in 2025 to now, there was a 20 to 25% likelihood that if they disclose that they use AI in any way, shape, or form, that people were less likely by 25% to engage with it. And if it's a large studio like a Bethesda, Ubisoft, etc., people were 60% less likely to even engage with the game, let alone favorably review the game, just because of the usage of AI. To which, where I need this juicy ass quote here because it's one of the saddest, hilarious things. Um, Burton suggests that the penalty for using AI is not so much about how it's used as the fact that it is used. However, states that the fact that AI is being used in games can't be the determining factor for why people are truly angry with these games.
No, it can be.
So, dude goes ahead and spends so much time and giving hard data showing that 25 to 60% of Steam users are less likely to engage with a game that uses AI. Again, depending on if it's like an indie game versus a large studio game, because people are more forgiving of an AI, of an indie studio using AI than a large company using AI. And then says, well, I mean, the sales have dropped 60% for this company as releases because they disclose they use AI. But I don't think it's the AI that's the problem. I just, there's just fatigue in the market. I don't know how you come up with that. Like that is the wildest fucking shit to me, that you can publish your own numbers, your own findings showing that AI disclosure in the game is hurting the engagement and sales of the game, and say it can't be the AI's fault. Like, this is literally The Simpsons with, oh yeah, it's the Aurora Borealis in my fucking back thing. It's not anything else. It's just an isolated Aurora Borealis in my goddamn backyard. Don't worry about it.
Now, your steamed hams, dude. Shout out to steamed hams. That was one of my favorite
Yeah,
episodes of AI.
of AI.
I don't understand the uh affinity to want to engage with creative works, to engage, that's my keyword, with creative works that are AI driven, right? I mentioned, like, when I was getting through my grad school comps, right? Like, I had that Seinfeld Nothing Forever on, and then I had the steamed hams AI thing on, and it was specifically because I wanted bullshit that I didn't give a shit about playing on the screen that I can turn my brain off for like a minute of when I was craving for comps, look at that, go haha, and then come back in. Like it was not something of substance that I want, because if it's like a YouTube video or something, I want to always like want to listen. I'll get perked up. There's a cool part here, whatever there. It was the menial, unnecessary part of it that I liked uh about those AI driven things. Whenever it's something I do not want to listen to, it's like that's what I might try. But I don't understand where people. I don't understand people that genuinely like AI generated, not don't mean it actually right, but the heavy quotes art. Like it
Right.
doesn't.
Because they don't, because again, media literacy has been dying for a long time. People are not engaging with media in order to be engaged. They're consuming it just for the sake of consuming it. That is the raw problem.
And the unfortunate thing again, because I did that, but again, it was as a background thing, where they're like focuses on it, right? So if you're holding your phone, you're watching those TikTok things where you're like actively watching it, right? Where it's like a foreground versus background thing for me, where it's like I understand it, like a background thing if you need that there, but that's as far as it goes. I couldn't imagine actively ever want to listen to a fucking AI song, let alone AI watch an AI fucking series or anything like that. It's so.
But the thing is like your like in the background is the precursor to that. Like it is the inevitable evolution. People start with like, okay, it'll just be in the background, and then it grows into, well, I just stopped caring about engaging with the content that I'm experiencing. I just want to experience content.
I don't know about that, especially at least with the younger ages, because it's not necessarily background. Nothing's background for them. That's kind of the unfortunate thing, is they're all so glued to the phones like this, and it's just what they just.
But that what I'm saying is like that's how it had to have started. Like it has to start somewhere. And that is the beginning point, is like we allowed it to be accepted. And then because the generation that is allowing the next generation to continue on, we're like, ah, well, it's fine to some degree. It is that instilled value of, whatever, it's a fine background thing, and then just not parenting or being an involved and engaged parent in any way, shape, or form.
I just wonder where it ends, because I
It
don't.
doesn't.
I don't
The
necessarily.
genie's out of the bottle at this point. Like it doesn't end.
See, we say it, but and I'm not saying it's gonna end. But if you told me what, like 6 months ago, that Sora was gonna just wrap up because they weren't making money, because it was just a lot of resources that just of generating videos that just no one actually paid money on, right? It's like.
It's I think it's gonna be one of those things where people keep spinning it off, forking off into their own thing, and
Yeah.
like you said, I think it is a money drain. Like people are gonna sink money into it, but people are gonna find a way to utilize it to make more money until that money dries up, right?
Like again, one of the largest fucking AI tools still is not set to potentially, air quotes, make money on their AI creation until at least 2032 is when they might first turn the first profit. But again, all these companies that are large ones are trading huge swaths of invisible money, that just absolute funny money that doesn't actually exist. They're all getting their hands in the pie of this pretend money. They're not going anywhere.
It see, because I guess I'm seeing it like as an esports thing, right? Where everyone was investing in esports, thinking it was gonna have this huge.
No, this is far beyond that. Like Nvidia is one of the largest companies in the world, full stop, and they're one of the biggest proprietors of the AI technology, full stop. This is not going anywhere. This isn't like some cutesy, like, a large company is involved. We're talking about, if this was a cyberpunk universe, specifically like Shadowrun, this is a AAA organization, one of the richest companies in the world is basically saying, yes, we're going to basically ensure this continues to live because it allows us to launder money infinitely between other organizations.
Does that also extend to, like, if companies are losing money by integrating it, like we're saying with Steam, where it's saying, okay, well, if we use this stuff and we give them money at all, we're going to lose potentially 60% of sales,
Yeah, because again, that is for we're talking about entirely different levels of concepts. The games division, Nvidia hides the game division because it makes no money in comparison to everything they're doing with AI. They have stopped accounting the games division as existing in their portfolio. They have branched it under their media entertainment portfolio, in which so many other they have like 3 other major business assets under that portfolio. Again, highly recommend checking out the Gamers Nexus breakdown on all this. It's fucking insane. Uh, but Nvidia doesn't care about gaming. Full stop. That makes no money for them in comparison to all their money they're making by just dealing with AI. They could basically get rid of their gaming division and and never have to worry about money for the foreseeable for legitimately 20 years.
Hmm. So, with a so-called bubble bursting, what would that look like then?
The way that we know the bubble will burst is basically have to see Nvidia pull out of it. Like I think in the grand scheme, the bubble bursting from the consumer level will be that game studios will pull out, or that like again, smaller, large, smaller air quotes, but smaller, large companies like game studios or movie studios pulling out of AI will be for them from the consumer level, the bubble bursting. But again, we're talking about like 5 of the richest companies in the world are all backing AI. It's not
Yeah,
going anywhere.
yeah, it's just gonna be one of those things where it's gonna kind of disappear from the public eye, but there's gonna be like 4 or 5, like David said, there's gonna be like 4 or 5 companies that are gonna sit on it and probably still use it for whatever the fuck. BlackRock will probably use it in some military bullshit.
And it's
Israel will
being
probably
used
have
by
it.
every military organization around the
Right,
world.
right.
Full
The
stop.
Israel's already probably putting in their Iron Dome for some bullshit, and it's gonna be
Been
used for shit like
confirmed.
that. Yeah, it's gonna be used for shit like that. It's gonna transfer from being involved in entertainment to all of a sudden it's gonna be used for tracking.
So, and
Shout outs to Amazon with their Ring cameras selling all of their Ring camera data to Palantir so that way it can be used to bomb children overseas. Love to see it.
does uh does it ever trickle back to the consumer to make things not so egregious like entertainment? It does bum me out how
I don't think so.
I
'Cause,
couldn't
like,
imagine any
It'll
kid.
trickle down in the sense of like it'll be less, but it's never going back to pre. Like it's kind of like the COVID situation where like everything spiked during COVID and we got like a lower value, but we never went back to pre-COVID. This
right.
is the next step where it's like, yes, we'll have like a lower value post AI, but we'll never have a pre-AI value again.
Well, it's the capitalism thing, right? It's like, oh,
Yeah.
why would we lower our prices? We can just keep charging them this much. They're buying it.
I'm curious as to how much a next generation would sell at this point because I don't know if I would be on board right away.
Again, Xbox has already confirmed that they're doing the like pay in for the next gen. Xbox is already planning on people not being able to afford it.
yeah, I get that, but I mean, I just almost don't even know what the return investment for like but like a couple of facets of this, right? It buzzes me out for any kid that wants to get into gaming for the first time because it's like we were dealing with like how scalpers fuck things over with the value of video games that because like
Yeah.
if you wanted to be a video game collector 15 years ago, shit was easy, dude. Hell yeah, just go start buying all your shit that you wanted. The grails were like $150. That was a grail, you know, like that's just like $600 now. Um, but like it's so inaccessible for anyone that's new getting into that.
Yeah.
And then I wonder for even like us, like we are very much early adopters on things, but this is for sure the time that I'm like this is the first time that if they announced the Helix and PS6 and they're coming out, they came out at the end of this year, I don't think I'd buy them. Like, and that's weird because I went out of the way to buy a bunch of PS5s for everyone. I did all the Series X's. Like I've been a day one buyer just as soon as I was able to. With like I bought the Xbox One day one, the Wii U day one. Like since I was able to do all that, that's shit that I just did. And I don't know if I would do that. I don't know if that is a mix of both just like my waning interest in just like die hard video games and also price, because obviously that's the big one, right? It's like
Oh, it's 1,000% the price for me because we are getting truly to that point where hobbies, just full stop, are the luxury of the upper middle class. We are getting to a point where, as long as the lower class is able to turn the cogs and function just enough to make sure that the rest of society is able to still going, no one gives a fuck. And that is the reality. As much as we talk about, well, what about this? This is the reality: is we are in the cyberpunk dystopia. We are in the hellscape that every cyberpunk novel since the early 50s has been warning humanity about, of letting technology get too far and letting the wrong people control technology. We are there now. There's a reason why William Gibson and so many other legends of the genre gave up writing it, because they saw even 20 years ago that we were heading to the reality they warned us about. And
do
that's
you
just the nature of the beast.
do you ever do you still I'm still of the mind that I think this next generation is going to be the anti-tech. It's
No,
kind of
no, no.
it's kind of a
There is
hurtful thing.
so much money invested. You are. It doesn't matter what the next generation cares about.
No.
The amount
I'm
of
not saying anything. I'm not saying anything on the upper end of the thing. I don't give a shit about that right now. I'm saying I'm still of the mind of that I would love to see just where things go on the lower end of things, right? Because I mean, if this shit didn't make money, no, like Microsoft wouldn't be trying to invest into a Helix still, right? Like still some at some baseline, still there needs to be some sort of rotation of money of marketing on that end too. I wonder at some
Well,
point that
that's the thing too, because like, what was it, earlier this month? It felt like Helix was about to get announced, and now all of a sudden it's just like, yep, it's a code name. Quit asking
yeah.
about it.
and they've said that we're going back to the drawing board of trying to figure out what this thing is,
Right. Well, I
which
think that's less them trying to figure out what it is and how to frame it within like the climate, you know?
Yeah.
right, but I mean they wouldn't even they would just drop it completely like wholeheartedly if it didn't matter, right? But it still does matter. Like
I think it's
we had
just them realizing, like, hey, we need to read the fucking room here. We can't drop this shit.
right. But even so, it's like Microsoft is gonna lose however many hundred millions by keeping Gears exclusive, right? Like there's still these big money things are trying to be like Hail Mary to figure it out.
Well, I
I
mean,
just
technically, they've already lost 400 million, right? It's like
right.
Yeah.
they're
But
they're already in the hole. They're
but
trying to make
my kind of point with that is that these deals are still happening, and that's still not a minuscule amount of money. It's still something. So it's like there's some sort of workings on this level that needs to be happening. I wonder at which point, at what point is it even still feasible for that, or to welcome new gamers
I
into
mean,
this
that's
thing?
the point I'm saying, is we're getting to a point where it's not. Like, there's a very real possibility that base hobbies will ultimately become something for the rich, and that's it. Full stop.
Do you think there's ever a chance where we regress from technology and sort of like hypothetically, what if it's like what if the next Xbox was less powerful somehow? You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
that's not happening. Anything involving technology is not getting cheaper. Just full stop.
mhm.
Yeah, and like we are saying, these places are already getting away with murder, charging what they are, so they're it's not going back in the bottle. You might get like new companies that spring up and try to make the same products for cheaper, because that's always been the thing with technology.
Yeah,
Like a new
basically the Chinese knockoff market is where you're going to be able to enjoy things at a reasonable-ish price.
right, until eventually, like maybe in 10 years, you'll have a knockoff that becomes like a premium brand, and then the cycle just starts over.
Again, we're even already seeing that in the hobbyist market with like retro
Yeah.
emulator consoles like the Iron Thor, where that's now up to $500 for that, when that originally was trying to launch at around 300.
I do kind of curiously wonder if this next generation that does still need entertainment somehow, some way, right? But I mean, like we're talking like not even the ones that are like born right now. Like this next one, because this one's locked on their phone. I think these kids are locked on their phone. I
Yeah, they're
think
still gonna have streaming services and all that other shit.
right.
Well, I think they also, so I don't think we talked about it, but the Steam machine, didn't they say it was only supposed to be as like as powerful as like a Xbox Series X, if that.
PS5.
No, it's
Series.
not even. It is weaker than the Series X and the PS5. That is confirmed.
Yeah, so it's kind of crazy to me that this is still it's like almost entirely for the form factor and for the Steam library, right?
Yeah, the intent for it was to be like the entry level, like mid range computer.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just don't know, like outside of just having your Steam library, it's just like why wouldn't you just go ahead and get an Xbox at that point?
There seems like a funny world where it's like this next thing, they're anti-tech culture. And what if we just went back to like books? What if they said, "Fuck it, let's go to the park, let's go to the library, let's do it." Like I feel like because
I
there
mean, there's
are
not
little
much
there,
choice. That
but there are because it's little remnants of things, right? It's like how physical media has come back in a bigger way for some people, right? It's like how theaters have come back for it's like little things that are little trinkets. I always feel a little validated with that my theory about that because I see like little things where it's like, all right, this spike, this popularity of this is going up because of this, right? It's like,
Well, that's why Nintendo's always like hit home runs in the gaming department, just because it's all kind of timeless. And that's
yeah,
why I think it's also time we need to bring back gimmicks. So, because we've hit like the graphical plateau, so we just need to bring back the gimmicks.
yeah. I don't
Bring me
even
more
want
motion controls.
a more powerful Xbox. I
Yeah,
don't want a
no.
more
we don't need
powerful
one.
PlayStation.
Full
I
stop. Like
don't.
it's pointless.
And that's what I'm saying too with that. It's like, and I again, I know nothing on that end, but it just feels like we're plateaued, and we don't need to be spending $1,500 on the next Xbox. That's not happening.
There are still people in the year of our Lord 2026 rocking fucking 1080s,
Yeah,
and still playing the
and
majority of games that are coming out.
literally, and some people that have TVs that are nicer than that don't configure it shit properly, so it's not even showing what it can do.
Yeah, but again, the average consumer still predominantly buys 1080p TVs. I was talking about 1080 graphics cards, but yes, the average consumer still predominantly plays on 1080p TVs.
I'm genuinely just kind of curious where that goes. I would love to see just a counter tech culture coming up here.
I mean, it's not that you're gonna love to see it; it's that that's gonna be the only option.
I mean, it's kind of already happening with like some of the like younger kids nowadays. It's kind of like it's like the whole influence of like book talk and shit like that. People are
Yeah,
slowly going back and even like flip phones.
it's
Flip
not
phones are coming back
counterculture.
into
It's that's all that the poorest can afford. Just full stop.
picture.
I mean, ish, because I mean, you still have kids that are like 5 or 6 with their phones, and it's
Yeah, but that's not them getting it. That is their parents being of wealth of affluence enough to be able to afford that.
Right.
which is
What the
still
entirety of what I am saying is that we are getting to a point where tech related hobbies, full stop, are only going to be for the upper to
which
middle
I think
class
that
and
was the thing
above.
that Apple said too, right? This last week they said that hey, prices are gonna go up. We try to avoid
Yes.
as much as we can. Prices are gonna go up on the Apple end.
And again, in a weird turn of events, Apple's have been one of the biggest defenders of this point of a lower price point.
Which is
And
weird.
even with
That's
them
fucking weird.
trying their best to defend a lower price point, they're still failing. That is the entire crux of what I'm saying is electronic hobbies, full stop, are going to only be for of those of affluence. It's not going to be a fun, cute counterculture like, oh, people are starting to get more into books and all this. That is all people are going to be able to literally afford.
Well, I mean, like that's how it was at one point, right? Because at one point to get a home computer, it was like $4,000. You'd have to like almost
Yeah.
take out a second
When
mortgage
when
just
it
to get
first
one.
was beginning in the 70s, yeah.
Well, not even then. Like I remember, like the first one that we got for our home was like one of those just Dell, just big ass fucking white desktops with the big towers, and it was like 2-3 grand just for
Mhm.
that. And it was like one of those piece of shit like Windows XP bullshits. I mean, shit was not cheap. I mean, and it's one of those weird things, like especially like TVs, computers, game systems. They start out like there's a period in time super expensive, and then as technology kind of consolidates, we kind of get cheaper, and now we're hitting that big boom again to where everything's just getting more expensive.
Right, and I wonder if it comes back to getting consolidated and chilling out, especially because again, the
I mean,
market
it's going
just
to take
can't
people to start undercutting.
the market just can't
It's gonna,
disappear, right? Because even so, the kids that play Fortnite have to play Fortnite to keep that fucking Epic Studios going, right? Like it still needs this constant run of kids doing that. And I say I call counterculture on that end more because kids are always do the opposite of what they see their parents do, right? And so these parents, these kids right now are locked on their phones, but they see their parents doing that. I wonder if there's ever going to be a rift in their end too, because tech still has to be accessible enough because phones like the phones are gonna never not gonna go, are never gonna fully go away. I think even if there's gonna
Well,
be
that's
some
what I was
dumb
saying with
plan or
like
something on that end too. Like phones for sure don't go away. At which point there has to be some sort of entry.
well, that's what I was saying with like kids nowadays. Like when I say kids, I mean like in their 20s. A lot are starting to turn more back towards like the analog feel. Like they're getting rid of like a lot of their digital stuff. They're going back to flip phones. They're just going back to like the more like early 2000s, like late 90s way of living. And I don't know
Good
if that's more of
times.
like I don't know if that's more of like a trend thing, like they're just doing it to follow a trend, or if it's like them
Yeah,
actually feeling
that's
like
where I'm at with that.
exasperated, or if it's them like feeling tired of like how the world is like treating them type of
They're
situation. Like I don't
nostalgic.
know like what it is.
They're nostalgic for the way that millennials see it, right? But they're nostalgic because they never got to deal with that. They never got to
Well,
see the
well,
physical media or do all that. You know, we
well,
see
is it nostalgia because you want it, or is it like is it nostalgia, or is it like you feeling like you have to be there because of technology being intrusive?
I think
Because
it's
I feel
about
like those are two
both on
different
that
things.
end.
Because
Yeah.
one's just like about being a hipster, and the other is like feeling like you need to make a change in your life.
I think it's also kind of a thing too, right? But we can't imagine it, but like when a kid sees a vinyl for the first time, right? And they're like, what is this? Is like that shit that you just download on your phone you never really thought about. This is what this was. Like here's the physical thing, and we still have those right now. It's like I can imagine also being just a novelty, but like a different style of novelty with things too. Especially when I imagine even with the way streamers go, just how many ads are just fucking forced down your throat over and over and over again. I can imagine just the idea of like here's an experience all the way through without uh cutaways or whatever. Uh, yeah, it's a lot to think about. It's unfortunate. I think at the end of the day, a hobby that really is cool for everyone that really brought and made friends is the clincher, which again makes Toy Story 5 almost kind of a little more cool in that sense, right? It's like okay, it really is kind of trying to get ahead of it, which is like maybe kids just go back to toys. Kid,
Well, another interesting thing about gaming is just like there's just so many avenues to like attain and play games,
sure.
right? I mean, you can literally go on itch.io and just download a game for like 25 cents and play it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, or I mean, sell the seas, find a yo-hoing game that you feel like playing.
True. As we do in the ye olden
Do
days.
you ever think?
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you ever think this is the rise of a video game cafe?
I mean, it's already happened. Like,
I mean, that was the
video
whole
game
reason why they exist in South Korea to begin with, is they were too
exactly.
expensive.
Exactly. That's what I was about to get to. I mean, it's a huge thing in like different parts of Asia.
You think that ever
Yeah.
becomes a thing here because of how the prices are rising?
I can see it. I
100%.
mean, especially with how barcades have been like getting big and shit. People have started. There's been kind of like a renaissance of grown ass adults realizing that hey, video games are cool.
Uh, my girlfriend made a comment about one of my students because of something that happened, and they look at me and they said, "Don't ever tell them I said this, but they really don't have a life." I'm like, "Yeah, but I mean, they'd say that they'd admit it first, and also that's not really an insult anymore. Kids these
Yeah,
days they don't really give
actually,
a shit."
now that you mentioned video game cafes, one of the stores I go to here locally in my town for TCGs, they're adding in like the whole video game area for esports gaming
Mm,
because I guess a lot of their cause so this is like the store in town, and I know the high school here has an esports scene, and there's a college in the town like right next to us, and they have an esports team, blah blah blah. So this TCG store is trying to become like the esports store, blah blah blah. So
Yeah,
I can see it definitely getting
our
bigger.
college esports here had to sell off all their shit.
it's the opposite story. Everyone's like, "We're expand, we're gonna do some story," and David's like, "Nah, they sold it." So fuck this.
Yeah, our college esports team had their own dedicated dorm rooms. They sold those all off, and they're now just hotels. And honestly, even all the advertisements for the esports division for the colleges here are all gone. They're just done.
That's funny. Instead of just putting them on a shoestring budget like everyone else.
Just throw it out the window.
Yeah, usually it's just like the football team makes all the money for you, and then you're good to go.
Yep.
Oh man.
But we don't have that here in Maine, so
True.
Womp womp.
anyone that has that kind of talent is, they're going to Boston. So
Boston.
Yeah, a lot of the workers at that store, they I guess they're Smash players, and they like to talk shit. So it's like, all right, brother, give me
Except-
like a week's prep. I'll beat your ass.
Tap me in.
the
I'm
Smash
I'm
player being a menace
you
to
gotta-
society, never.
If I go down there, bring me in. Just hey, here's my buddy. You play Smash? Yeah, I play Smash every once in a while.
Hey, I know a guy.
Yeah, I'll lock in so
Oh.
hard for that kind of game.
The
It's-
call a friend.
It's funny because for our esports going away, we had a crew battle, and we had a crew battle of the alumni versus our current players. Like so, but I was on the team for so I'm not technically even alumni. Like okay, so I played in for that, and one of my players just because I tell them I'm like there's different levels, right? It's like you'll only ever see me playing my best if I'm like headphones on. And also at that point, I only play like my super best if I'm playing with something on the line for someone else. Like I'll go in for solos for sure, but if it's like doubles or if it's like a crew battle, I go extra hard because I'm like, well, this is a team, so I gotta play. You know, I can't just like fuck around or like
Can't let the others down.
Right, I can't be the anchor here.
Yeah. So it got to me and I was just styling on everyone. I was like popping off like crazy, but someone recorded. I gotta ask her for the footage. I hope she uploaded it. Actually, I didn't even ask her for the year ended. I should probably email. But they've recorded this and then I took like I don't know how many stocks off and we're sort of anchoring. So it was me and like one of my best player that anchored for our team versus them that they anchored their best players, and I took a good chunk of the anchored players. And I got knocked out, so I took my headphones off, and my player's like, "I've never seen you more locked." And I'm like, "Yeah, this is for a team, dude. I'm gonna go crazy with this, dude. I'm not letting people down. Hell yeah, dude." So like same thing like if it's like a team based game, like Overwatch or Rivals, I'm going hard. I'm not the reason why we're losing. You're not gonna look at that
Right.
that scoreboard and be like, "Yep, they were the weak point." I'm like, nah, fuck that. I'm going in. But yeah, no. Lots of thing about it. Just it buzzed me out. Gaming is so cool as an entry level thing, but we'll see. I think again, you know what though? If gaming just stopped being a thing tomorrow, all right, cool.
Yeah, I got almost 5,000 games already in my collection. I'm not at any new to play.
If there was like a Fallout shelter situation, I gotta bring everything downstairs. I think I can easily get a little colony of people that can just like play through my backlog of games I have available, and we're fine. We're surviving. We're chilling. We're playing. We're gaming. We're gaming for many years. So I mean, that's kind of what it is, right? Like, yeah, GTA 6 is gonna be cool. You know what else though? I got plenty of other games. Fuck it, doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, are you not excited for its predicted $100 price point?
I think it's gonna hit 90. I think that's that it was getting like kind of like leaked here or there, but I think it hits 90.
But the real question is, are either of you paying 90 for it?
Probably. Yeah.
100%.
Y'all make me sick.
No, I'm 100% because I also know I'll get my money's worth out of the game easily. That's fine.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I would gladly have paid like 80, 90 bucks for GTA 5, like add all the enjoyment I got out of that for sure. But
Yeah.
I'm also one of the people like I never spent money online or anything like that. So I
Same.
mean, I definitely think the game probably deserves that sort of price tag.
Yep. I mean, I should have paid more for Expedition 33, honestly.
I need to give someone this money.
Halfway through the game, I'm like, man, I ripped you guys off. My bad.
I didn't know your game. I'm sorry.
Have you guys heard about that? I am so late on the only thing that's the most boomer thing about me, which by the way is like airdrop and shit. That's when my boomer shows because I'm like, yeah, I just keep doing this, or like people use voice to text. I'm like, I just type that shit. I don't know, like.
Me too.
But
I
yeah, like,
will never voice it text.
I don't do that, but also like airdrop, I don't know how to activate it sometimes. So I'm like, all right, I just hand it off. I finally got like I had the epiphany, not epiphany, or realization, I guess, when I was at my sister's gender reveal, and I was like, I recorded a video, and someone was like, all right, pass this here, and I just handed the girlfriend, I'm like, I don't know what to do the airdrop, just do this for me, and she's like, oh, you're getting old. I'm like, I guess because I just go in a text and just add the fucking video like that. But there's just like I get that's easier that way, but I don't want to fucking learn it. Just do it that way.
See, you don't airdrop because you're a boomer. I don't airdrop because I find it to be a security nightmare. We are not the same.
We're not the same. I don't give it whatever. There's only so much security. They got my shit anyway. Whatever. At some point.
No, it's other people, not Apple.
Whatever. They can watch the 4-minute video I got of the gender reveal. Cool. Enjoy
You are
it.
part of the problem. Always minimize your security vectors. Always reduce the points of where someone can get your information.
Fuck it. I guess
You're leaving all your windows open, Adrian. Come on.
Exactly.
Get in.
Okay. I don't know. What do you want? Just don't touch
You
my
don't
games.
go to bed and leave your fucking front door unlocked, do you? No.
I want you.
don't
to
even
care
leave
more than I
fucking-
care.
You don't even leave your car unlocked.
No, I wheel lock that shit. Remember, I freaked you out by that.
Yeah,
too.
I know. That's what I'm saying. That's my entire point. I in Maine, you still fucking wheel locked your goddamn vehicle, and yet you don't put the same level of security into your actual dedicated information.
Well, because I don't monetize value my information, I guess, and I know that that there is a monetary value, but I mean, if my copy of Halo 2 sign gets stolen, I'll be pissed about that. If someone stole a video I recorded of the cats chasing a laser, all right, I guess enjoy. I don't know. If that video was worth $500 though, then fuck it. Then I'll be pissed about it though. You know. Then we have words. Then I'm angry. Do we have any more news besides Steam being?
I think that was like the kind of big things was just kind of involving Steam. Shout outs to Nicolas Cage. He's the next person to be added to Call of Duty Warzone.
The Persona 5 cast is getting added to Call of Duty as well.
What the fuck?
Shout outs to Yorker. You can Phantom Thief your way through Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, not Warzone, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like the main Call of Duty.
I don't give a shit about that because it's like we all moved on to the next game anyway, so it's just lost. That's why I've justified sometimes paying a little bit too much.
Okay, psych. It's Call of Duty Mobile.
Definitely not then.
Or just don't care about Call of Duty. Full stop.
It's all right. That's the only time I'll ever justify paying like a Fortnite skin because I'm like, well, I know it's gonna always be there no matter what. It's gonna just live in perpetuity.
The outfits look cool, but it's kind of cursed seeing like the characters as like lifelike characters.
God, I'm gonna go look at it now.
Also, shout outs to the EU for being a bunch of basic bitches. They have basically said that they cannot force a company to go ahead and keep a game active after it's been on the market for an air quotes reasonable amount of time, which again still misses the entire point of it. It's not about the company keeping it alive, it's about giving the players the tools to do it themselves.
Man, fuck you.
So shout outs to EU for being basic bitches once again.
What the fuck is this? I'm looking at the teaser trailer right now.
Oh, shout out to the former founder of Ubisoft for dying in a plane crash.
Shout out. Man, have you been seeing all the stuff come out for Galactic Racer for the new Star Wars game?
Not.
Like
Yes.
they've been
looks pretty
showing
good.
it off. It looks like fucking Burnout pod racing. It's so sick. It even has like the slow-mo like shit blowing up whenever you wreck. So good.
Oh, also, speaking of Disney Pixar, unfortunately, Davy Chase, who was the voice actress for Lilo, passed away.
Yeah, and 35 years old. Unfortunate.
Yep. Drugs are a hell of a thing.
Yeah, I guess they had like some mental health shit going on because their manager said that they had like a bunch of money still sitting in a grant for them.
Yes, but they were found often living on Skid Row, apparently.
Right, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Mental health shit getting you out there.
Oh, this is weird. What the fuck?
Right? Like I keep on looking at him like, oh.
Bro, they all look like they're just like into BDSM.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like-
It's some eyes wide shut shit.
Dude, fucking Red Leather just makes it look like this is not you. If I this is my first exposure to Persona 5, I'm like, what the fuck is this game even?
She's always looked weird.
No, I mean yeah, but like in a real thing, it looks like a different like something
Yeah.
else is going on, brother.
They're high schoolers, by the way.
Oh god.
Uh,
Oh, but they got what's her name though?
Makoto.
Bob Saget.
No.
Oh, the Royale one.
Yeah, my bay in there. That game I
Kasumi?
never played. What was it? Kasumi.
Yeah, gymnast.
Kasumi.
Phenomenal game. Played through that series. Played through Persona 5 3 fucking times. 100%ing it every time.
Right. I don't know how you can do it.
Because I played it 100%ed it when it first came out on PS4. I 100%ed it when
Or
it first came out on
PS3.
PS5 as the it dual launched PS3, PS4. I didn't play the PS3 version.
Oh, fake fan. You have to play a fourth time then.
Yeah, true. I'll never go back to base Persona 5. Base Persona 5 is a fucking nightmare. So did base Persona 5, then Persona 5 Royal when that came out. And then when my wife twisted her ankle and was high on drugs, I played through it again. And that's why she loves the soundtrack to the series, is because for 10 hours she was just listening to the fucking fusion music as I was fusing demons while she was fucking high on Percocets.
Hell yeah.
Oh man.
Actually, not even that. It was Oxys, yeah. So while she was high on Oxys, listening to the fucking Persona Fusion music for 10 hours at a time.
You feel like the composer of Persona 6 is like pressure, like, oh fuck.
Yeah, because it's gonna be a whole new guy. Because I think the last thing Meguro Shoji worked on was whatchamacallit, their Metaphor.
I keep seeing people make like a bunch of there's a bunch of theories on like what the genre of music's gonna be. Which it's so funny that that's the point
Dubstep.
that we're at. Well, I've seen people, they're assuming that, because I guess there's like a paint in like the trailer, they're assuming it's gonna be like punk.
I would fuck with a punk.
I mean, we do have the
guitar-based.
confirmation that's green as the kind of thematic color.
It was looking
so.
like horror themed for a little bit too, like that teaser trailer.
Yeah, but to be fair, the teaser for Persona 5 looked a lot more horror as well.
Let me go look at that because I've never actually seen it. I don't think.
Yeah, let me see if I can pull up the exact original teaser trailer. Where's the YouTubes?
Let's see.
Also, shout outs to my ISP is now offering 6 gigabit fiber. I'll be upgraded to that soon.
All right, there we go. Persona 5 teaser trailer 12 years ago.
Yeah.
Coming 2015 to PlayStation 3.
Yeah, that was a lie. It's like 2 years later.
Let's see.
Oh, I gotta unmute it here.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking through this again, yeah, it's got more of almost like an analog horror vibe about it.
Is that just their bait? Oh, this one's gonna be scary, guys.
Yeah. Well, because again, originally Persona,
No,
Persona
the
was steeped in horror.
PS5 or Persona 5 one does not seem this. It's just the chairs with the.
Yeah, with the music, it's definitely going for that eerie horror vibe.
I meant like the visuals, at least of 6 are different.
Yeah, it's like literally in a graveyard.
I'll believe it when we actually see like an actual first trailer
like,
proper of the game.
Oh, for sure, because that was like a nothing burger of a trailer too, right?
Right.
It's like
yeah, I mean this one doesn't have the font or anything. It's just it's 5 chairs with the prison bell or
yeah, but that's what I mean is we don't even technically have the font for Persona 6. We just have here it's coming. Here's confirmation that's Persona 6, and that's it.
And confirmation that the color is just probably gonna be green, right?
I do think,
which we knew like 3 years ago that it was.
Why was it Xbox?
Ooh, because it's green. Because it's green.
I do think that they have to kind of also be a little further along than they were when they showed this trailer for for Persona 5 though, right? Because starting Persona 6, like this thing is done, isn't it?
No, it's not done, but it's basically if their release schedule is to be followed, we're likely seeing this the second half of next year.
Yeah, we have what 4 is gonna have to come out, and then like
Yeah,
probably
4 is
half
coming
year
out in the
after that.
beginning of next year, and then that's kind of what we saw is we would get a remake from them and then a new release. You know, we got the remake of Persona 4 Royal or Persona 4 in the beginning of or Persona 3, Jesus Christ. We got the remake of Persona 3 the other year, then Metaphor came out later that year. And that's kind of what they've been doing is like here's a remaster at the first half of the year, and you get a fresh game at the end of the year.
I'll lock in. I think Persona 6 will probably be at the Game Awards next year, and that's probably when we'll see it
It'll
next.
be out before then.
Really, Persona
No,
6?
that's what I'm saying. Is like we got like Metaphor second half of the year that we
No, I
got
think you mean the
Persona
trailer
3.
for Game Awards this year, right?
Oh, Game Awards this year. Is that
No,
what you're saying?
I'll say next year. I don't think it will come out.
No. I'm saying we're getting Persona 6 next year. We're getting it the second half of next year.
No, I think so because I could have sworn I thought we talked about this a while back. Was I thought this game was
Yeah.
pretty much. I know
It's
not
basically
done, but
nearly
it's-
done.
Yeah, it's just been sitting there because of just other release schedule stuff.
Well, the trailer that they showed gives off like not even in like post production. It gives
No,
off,
this
like,
this
very
trailer
early.
was very much hey, it still exists, shut up, go away.
Yeah, and that-
But the Atlas cadence has been for a few years now. You get a remake in the beginning of the year, and you get a new title in the second half of the year.
I don't know.
if
Just
they
the
continue
trailer
with that
itself
release
very much
cadence.
gives me that there's not a game, like a physical game to show yet.
And see,
I
Yeah,
feel like
because
there'd be
they don't want you thinking about it until after you've bought Persona 4 remake.
I would say Persona 5.
It's the same thing with Kingdom Hearts. You know, they don't want you thinking about it too hard until you've bought the last Final Fantasy 7.
Persona 5's teaser made me feel like, yeah, there's something here. This one makes me feel like there's something ish, but also I guess it's also just with preconceived knowledge of just knowing that the shit has been going for a long time now. Like they've been working on this for a long while now. Because correct me if I'm wrong, Metaphor was Persona 5 Royal team? No, Persona 5
Yes.
team.
It's a Persona team, just full stop.
Okay. And Metaphor came out 2 years ago now?
Yeah.
And then I imagine this was still in pre-production during the last bit of Metaphor's production, which Metaphor was for production for a while, right?
Yeah. Metaphor was in production like 5 years.
Yeah, and by the end of that, I'm sure they were fine. So it was just a matter of transferring teams.
Yeah, because they were building a whole new engine with it, and this has basically been murmured to basically be using the same engine.
Which is fine with me.
Oh yeah, because Metaphor fucking kicks ass.
One day I'll play
I
it.
still gotta play through it at some point.
Maybe I do that instead of Final Fantasy right now. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
I wish
it,
they
I'll
just
finish
didn't
it
keep
too.
the fucking stupid socialization calendar bullshit. The worst part of Modern Persona to me.
I think
These characters are real fun. They're real cool,
I
and
might
you're
be-
not in high school.
I might be burnt out of FF7 maybe. Instead of going to Rebirth after Crisis Core, maybe I'd jump into Metaphor for a while to decompress.
Let me know. I'll finish it too.
All right.
I mean, if you genuinely start at Metaphor, then as soon as I'm done Astrobot, I'll hop into Metaphor next. Then we can have a big talk on it.
Don't
And it'll
Very
be
good.
basically like Games Gone By, just without it officially being Games Gone By.
don't quote me on anything yet. We'll figure it out. Dude, finish Twin Peaks first. We'll talk.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do on my vacation.
When is that again?
I'm on vacation now. I've been on vacation.
Yeah, I know. That's the point. Motherfucker.
Yeah, I haven't been in town.
Okay. What are you doing now? What are you doing after this call?
What I'm doing after this call is fucking going to bed, and then after that, in the morning, working on cleaning the house, and then watching Twin Peaks.
Yeah, you had to add that at the very end.
No,
do all this
that
on
was
night
my
off.
plan from the beginning.
Yeah, it's a likely story.
Don't threaten me. I will guarantee it fucking happens if I can. If you give me some kind of out that fucking Games Gone By, because I genuinely think there's more value in Games Gone By than Blue Rupees. Full stop.
Okay, I agree.
I would much rather invest more time not doing a weekly podcast where we shoot the shit and go ahead and do something where it's like, cool, it gets
Well-
something out of my backlog and I get to have a
Well,
meaningful
I
conversation.
have to disagree because I do also prefer just talking. But I don't want to produce the show. Is what I'm trying to say for many years.
I'll fucking produce it. I don't give a fuck.
There's a lot of stuff behind the producing stuff that we gotta figure out. Then, if you want to produce it, then by all means we could talk shop and we could figure that out then. But
Yeah, fuck it. You'll get my quality production, but it'll fucking happen at least.
all right, well we'll talk about it then. For now, you're gonna watch Twin Peaks like a good boy.
Yeah, and then if it leads to fucking games gone by, let's go.
You should watch Twin Peaks to begin with. I don't know how the fuck like this show comes back after 25 years and you're just like, I'm not gonna watch it right now. It's fucking.
I told you the reason why many times.
I don't give a shit about your reason. Shit's crazy. Get fucking tell me like one of my favorite franchise. If Banjo came out. That's like if Banjo had a fucking sequel tomorrow, and I was like, I've been asking for this for years. I'll play it sometime though. That's bullshit.
Yeah, but that's because I enjoy sharing experiences with other people. You don't.
I've been asking this motherfucker for almost exactly a year now. I watched Twin Peaks last July. I've been asking this guy, hey, you watch Return?
He's been wanting to share this
I'm
experience.
the one that finally convinced you to watch it to begin with.
And I passed by you, brother. I'm looking back to see where the fuck you went. You and my former student, by the way, both of you guys don't fucking watch Twin Peaks and piss me off.
Not that I won't. I'll get to it eventually. I kept meaning again. I was trying to share the experience with others, and that kept backfiring.
Fucking hate this guy. No.
I'm sorry. I enjoy sharing experiences with people.
All right, polygamist. I get it. Jesus.
Hell yeah.
All right. That's it. I think we're good on this.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hang on for a second, by the way. After one last thing that pisses me off about kids these days in movies. There's that trailer for that Hexed movie that is not.
Oh, yeah.
What everyone keeps saying, does it look familiar to me? What is it supposed to resemble? It looks like,
I mean, it just looks like
like a-
fucking.
it looks like a knockoff Spider-Verse almost in a way. Not like art style wise, but like the plot wise. Also, I didn't realize until someone pointed it out, and now it pisses me off because someone's like, "Why is everything so centered?" I'm like, "Oh, cause
Yeah, I've seen that too.
This movie's
Made
built-
for vertical. Yeah.
Good Lord, Christopher Nolan's rolling in his non-existent grave currently.
What are
Right.
you talking about? He's doing great with his Odyssey film. It's great.
Vertical pisses me off. It's funny because like that shit is like actually what makes me crash out with some students, which they have to realize real quick. They don't even tell me because like we have to reshoot. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm not even gonna ask because someone forgot to turn off the like a lock or something on their phone, so their film came out vertical. I'm like, no, I'm not playing a vertical film. Literally, I don't give a shit if we were working on this for 3 months. If you give me a scene that has a vertical thing on it, I'm canceling your film. I don't give a shit. They're not doing that. I'm not fucking doing vertical films. This shit's annoying as hell.
Not how film was done for the last 100 years. It's not how it's gonna be done now.
Yeah. Then now you watch a trailer and you're like, oh, this shit pisses me off. Someone edited
Yeah.
it for a vertical thing. It pissed me the fuck off.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Once it's mentioned to you, it's like you start to look for it, and you legitimately just start to get mad.
Yeah.
Like, no, it's happening.
Yeah. So I'm-
And I've seen it in reverse too. Like things will be like cut off in thirds on the screen, and people are like, "Whoa, why does this look weird?" It's like, oh my god, people are brain poison. They don't realize.
yeah.
They don't realize like what blocking is.
Why is this cut off? Pisses me off. All right. Whatever. David. If someone was forced to be stranded on a desert island, what are 3 things they should bring?
A knife, lighter, and porn.
A flashlight.
I'll go for a serious answer. Hell yeah. Bring a whole USB of it. See how that works out.
Exactly.
yeah. Randy Pitchford style.
All right, stream. See you guys.
Bye.